luck, Imperial!
No, no, for LSE, it's really like detrimental to the whole team.
I think we were doing well,
They got really lucky this year with good, strong recruitment.
Yeah.
Shall I have my lead on the other side of you?
Yeah. they've been scoring their league. That's a fun fact.
Really?
I think they've had an undefeated season.
They are winning the league.
Really?
They are winning the league. Yes, but also that is.
No, but I think
Yes.
I think this is easy to
I have
say.
played them.
We've got two teams here. Imperial's
I play for UCL now.
Imperial's the league below and LSE's the league up, but Imperial are unbeaten and LSE is defeated. You know, it makes very even matchup.
No, it's quite nice.
Very even matchup.
Yes, to be fair, the undefeated season is because a lot of the teams haven't been able to field teams. So they've been getting.
But,
I like these notes. Have you been making notes on the programme?
So I was like, look, give me some fun facts about people.
We sent out a Google form.
Here's a fun fact. Georgie Hager
that was
here.
very
Georgie
well
Hager
done.
out on the left wing. She's president of Imperial's Women's Rugby this year.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
is she the one in the picture?
Yes, she is.
tiny winger, but it packs a lot of punch. Big Saracens fan.
But things that you can't underestimate small ones. You can't.
Ball
We're
lost.
just trying shit now.
No, fucking lie.
You know, she's a medic, so she's got many years left in her.
Okay, thank you for letting us know.
We have been. Well, Georgie Hager. Georgie Hager's a medic. She's
Good
got
to have
many more
warning.
years in her.
And this is the wing,
Yeah,
right?
need to keep an eye out for her in the years to come. She's got many more cups left in her for Imperial.
That's really
Yeah.
exciting. And here we are.
Yes, what, 3 years
big
left?
Scrum. Second scrum of the game right
Second
now.
scrum of the game. It is it's an Imperial
I
scrum.
think we'll find LSE won the last scrum, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, they did.
I think. Oh, and nice up from Prudence.
I don't know much about the rules.
Oh, it's going blind.
As a number 5, maybe we should.
Oh, but we have retained possession of the ball.
Two forwards here, commentators at the scrum.
Pick up the scrum.
Very important part.
Oh, and we have a strong run from Joe, one of our new players.
Defence by LSE, I'd say. Nice flat line there.
There's a penalty.
There is a penalty for Imperial. Off the feet at the ruck, we believe, potentially.
We're now maybe 10
I
minutes
really
back.
should.
We need to be sure we're not all talking at the same
Sorry,
time.
Wait, maybe we should have fewer mics.
How do you want to do it?
Oh,
Imperial are looking strong. We spent most of the time in Imperial's half. Here this day.
we are spending all the time in Imperial's half.
Oh, are we
I
live?
don't know.
Yeah, we are live now, we believe.
Oh, this is really awkward. So sorry.
Headphone users, we are extremely sorry.
That was a good, yeah.
From LSE there.
That was a good rip from the LSE.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Taking
and I
it in,
think
contact,
is that
taking it in.
Keris? I'm not gonna try. That was a
I
good
have the numbers
catch.
here, but I'm not quite sure
We
what
are
it
quite
is.
far away right
Yeah,
now from
very
the
soon.
action. But
It was a
Imperial's
dominant
defence
tackle,
looking
you are
strong.
right. Oh, and Meg has ripped the ball! And we have an Imperial
Questionable.
potential
that a
penalty.
scrum?
Oh, no, we have a penalty for LSE. I think potentially that could have been hands in the ruck.
Yeah, early hands in right. I think not.
But they're back
releasing.
10 quickly. LSE have the penalty ready to go.
Not kicking for it. Picking it up. Picking and going.
Going.
Interesting
Just a
choice
pick and
here,
go.
looking at where they are on the pitch, not to kick.
That's a very good point. Wow.
It's a very good point. She's a tactical player, this one.
But we're gaining territory. LSE are gaining territory.
LSE knew they could run it out
They're
clearly
good.
because they're coming up with a strong force like they knew that they could.
They're doing really well, I'd say.
Both teams are
what's
playing
going
really
on?
well. It's looking really tight.
Knock on
Knock on, so
from
back to
LSE,
the
so we're
scrum.
back to Imperial scrum and look where we are.
Here we are.
Look where
Yeah.
we are.
Exciting.
Imperial are in a strong position.
And that's another score to Gryffindor.
We're playing rugby, Harry, not
Both teams
Quidditch.
scrums are looking quite strong today. Like no much pushing either way. Quite an even matchup here.
Yeah, whoever's putting the ball in is getting the
There's
back.
not much territory gained either way.
Yeah.
Not much
But
difference.
I feel like they're warming up, you know what I mean? We might see that there's some bigger scrums coming.
Yes,
you
yes.
know?
With the
Shoulders
big
are probably
subs
quite
bench from
cold.
LSE, who knows? They
Yeah.
maybe have more forward subs than Imperial do here today,
Do they?
which can make the difference.
Yeah, maybe.
There they do.
Maybe we do.
Yeah.
There we go, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
Fresh
But
legs in
Imperial
the
got it! Imperial!
Oh, lucky! But is that ball staying in? Oh! And it will be an LSE liner.
First line out of the game. This is
There we
gonna.
are, and now it'll be a line out. That hit touch, and here we go.
First line out of the game is gonna
First
reveal a
line
lot
out,
today.
yes. It's going to be the first chance to have a
The
look
state of
at
the
what the
forwards.
teams have been doing.
It's very exciting.
It is. I think we've got 5 in, 4 in,
Yeah.
3 in.
Is it LSE's?
It's LSE's. I think
LSE's
we've got 4
line
in.
out for
I just played the game and do what the ref tells me to do, to be honest.
Sorry, excuse me.
Excuse me, sir in the North Face.
Sir in the North Face jacket.
We have spectators blocking the view of the commentators.
Yeah, we have regained possession. Imperial have regained possession. It's gone to the centres and it's going to win. We may be looking on to it. Trying to get in.
Imperial have scored. Unfortunately, Imperial scored. It's bad luck.
Yes, Imperial!
LSE will bring her back though. I'm not worried. I'm not
Her name
worried.
is Kim. Is her name Kim?
I've got a program here.
When I'm screaming, I'm trying to
I
move the
don't know
mouth
what's the
away.
score, but I've got the program
I'm trying to move the mic away when I'm screaming.
Yes, here I'm trying to not.
The score is 5-0 now
5-0.
to Imperial. We're just waiting on the conversion to see
Who's
whether,
converting for
I believe
Imperial
Eleanor Russell might be converting this one.
We have
Amazing position.
the water girl and coach heading over to the LSE team to have a quick team talk, see what they're going to bring back now.
I think that try was, apologies for the miscommunication, I think that try was Helena.
Big up Helena. If it was you.
Did we get the conversion? They kicked it already.
I believe it was Helena, so well done, Helena. And that was Helena Russell for the conversion from Imperial, which we don't think went through.
It's going well, as commentators for us all.
But we'll see. We'll see if LSE can bring it in the second half.
But
Imperial have
it
been
is
looking
now
quite
5-0
dominant.
to Imperial.
Imperial
Well
looking
done, Imperial.
fairly
The backs are on
dominant in the first 10
fire.
minutes.
It's true, Imperial have been very much in the LSE half,
Yeah.
but I'm sure LSE will bring it back now
see.
as Imperial kick to them in the next line. Here we go.
We'll see if that try was any motivation for LSE to push harder this next 10 minutes and see if they can get them
I
back.
was right
Absolutely.
originally,
I
it
feel
was
like LSE
Kim.
can bring it back still. The game's still very much in play. We're only like 10 minutes
One
in.
score in
if
it for
that.
the win. Conversion
Exactly,
missed.
exactly. A nice kick from LSE.
And a lovely regain from, this is
Great momentum.
The guy
Breaking
got
through a
through a
couple
couple of them.
tackles.
Yeah, absolutely.
lovely ruck. And we have a nice feed from Prudence. Nice pod from Marina.
Number
And
8 of LSE. A very nice
offload
tackle.
to Megan Hale, one of our props. Oh, and a pick and go from Joanna.
Maybe a bit of a risky decision there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
13 coming in hard with a big shoulder.
That was good defence from LSE.
We have it
They
feeding
got
out
moved
to
further
Marina.
up the line.
Oh, nice
again,
step
they
from
go
our
for the
number
tackle.
5 there. Lovely ruck.
Going through a couple of people there. Very nice.
Marina's a
Oh,
lovely
and we've got a
aggressive
backs
player.
ball, and Eleanor Russell is through.
That was some
Oh,
nice
she was
momentum
taken down.
there,
It
to
was
be
a
fair.
nice tackle.
Imperial are gaining
Another
ground there.
green ball.
Oh, she's through.
Oh, and she is through. She is. Oh, a nice run from Scarlett there.
LSE just need to keep that defensive line up. They just need to keep pushing, and I think they can do it. You know.
I think Imperial have a lot of momentum here though, but the ball's being slowed down. The ball is being slowed down slightly, but they're still keeping up with this momentum.
Absolutely.
Oh, and it was unfortunate.
LSE have the ball.
Oh, but I believe we may have an Imperial.
Was that a knock on?
It was an Imperial
and-
scrum. It may have
LSE
been.
knocked it
There
on.
we go. LSE knocked on. Nightmare. Nightmare.
It was a knock on.
Sorry, sir. Poor handling.
Do we have our third, fourth scrum after that?
Our tacklers are many handling errors from the defence.
You know,
One of the coaches is getting very angry. Wants to run onto the pitch.
another
We
scrum.
do have some slight
Not too
issues
many
with the
scrums so
coaches.
far. Third scrum of the game. Let's see who
Let's see
can.
go for the scrum.
If LSE can get the shove on here, they might have an advantage to
Absolutely.
kick.
It's very
When they
mental,
kick
the
the
scrum,
ground.
I feel like. Do you know what I mean? If you get a big push, you get a big push. Oh, the rest hold it.
Oh,
rest
that
hold it.
scrum is being reset.
To the commentary last time, the commentary that was too jokey. It was cringy. There was a commentary where they just spoke about my haircut for 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's because you also lay on the floor for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I
They got bored. They didn't know what else to say because you've been on the floor for too long.
and I could not speak in the past
In what
10
match
for 2
is
months.
that?
It was actually quite bad head injury.
What match was that?
This time 2 years ago.
When we all played, even though COVID was.
Yeah.
Yes, literally the day before the world shut down.
Day for the entire country went in lockdown, but we all were here and we were all dedicated.
And we won!
Did you catch it? Yeah. For me? Oh no.
And if you head to the City Varsity Instagram page, you can see. The
Oh, and we have
tackle out
Nor
in
number
slow
10
motion.
going
I
herself.
like that though.
No, it was
A nice strong rack from the backs there.
But
And
you're
we have a
involved.
Red
you're
Bull.
involved.
Oh, and Marina. Oh, nice
And
from the
another
Nice
fullback.
tackle from LSE. Carla McDonald happening.
Defense
Killing it.
LSE.
Killing it.
You can hear the ref shouting in the background.
Killing it. And we have another scrum.
I think we do have an LSE scrum this time.
There we go. That's exciting. It's our LSE scrum. For some reason, who knows what.
That knocks it on.
The team that knocks it on
Goes
gets.
to the other
It
team.
goes to the team. There we go. We're learning the rules. We're learning the rules here tonight, everybody. It's very exciting.
We're here with Gemma, who used to play number 5 for LSE, and she does not know the rules.
No, I just used to do what the ref told me to do, and that's how I went
And
with
that
it.
is how second rows play the game.
That was a very dominant
Take the ball,
scrum from
head down.
Imperial. Unfortunately,
And LSE has the ball,
LSE
but
did manage to keep possession in that.
That's not done.
Imperial's
I
taken
don't know.
over.
And Imperial, this could be a second
This
try
could
for
be it.
Imperial.
Oh,
I don't think we are
good
quite
defense
over the
by
line. That
LSE.
was very good defense
defense.
from LSE there. But we still have possession.
Still
Yeah.
getting over the gain line with each one of those tackles, Imperial. Look how close we are to the
It's
try
a
line.
difficult place right now for LSE right
It
here
is
on
a
your
try.
line. It's hard.
Yes, that defense is tricky.
It's all in the
Yeah,
forwards to fend off.
Also, the
Absolutely.
backs do play an important role.
Sorry, we are back.
I think that might have been a held
We
up.
are as far as way
So
as
this will
we
be
can
a
Yeah.
dropout. 5-meter dropout kick.
Yeah, absolutely.
They changed the rules recently on this
Yes,
one.
this was a recent rule change. So LSE have to do a drop kick. It must go 5 meters, but they can kick from anywhere they like
2 years
along
ago, this would have
the
been a
line.
scrum, but
So we'll see where this kick goes. And we have regained, Imperial have regained possession of this one.
Fairly small kick.
LSE need to get their defence on. They need to get on it. Here we go. We're very
Oh, and
close to the try line.
Georgie Haggard, the
Very
wing
nice
has just been
tackle
taken down.
by an
But we have a
LSE
nice
player.
strong ruck.
I'm not quite sure who it was, but nice.
Oh,
Imperial
a
still have
nice dummy
possession.
line there. We need to, yep, she's running forward.
Going the right direction.
Oh,
And penalty
Something.
holding on.
Yeah,
Holding on.
penalty to
so,
LSE.
yep, for holding on, we believe, on the floor.
Holding onto the ball. Great turnover. And
A very
yes,
good turnover.
LSE have the ball and choose not to kick after that kick in the corner. Maybe they can't.
Very interesting. They're
don't
not
have many
shooting to
players
kick
with a strong
today. It's
boot.
interesting, isn't it?
You know, it's not particularly.
Well, I
good,
believe,
but-
is your kicker number 15, Margot,
Yeah, maybe.
from playing.
Give me 2 seconds. Harry! It is number 15, Margot. Yes, it is. It is. That is the Margot. That is the kicker. Yeah, that's good to know, isn't it?
Tackle from Lucinda
Especially
there.
in the women's
A
game.
ball was lost on the floor by LSE.
A lot
So Imperial have regained possession of the ball.
Have they? Have they? They might have. I can't quite see.
I believe they have. They have.
Yeah. It's very much being played in the LSE half, isn't it?
It is.
Where-
And Eleanor has the ball again.
Oh,
And it's gone
oh,
out to
here
the
we
wing
go.
with.
Oh, missed tackle.
And we have a second Imperial try. Well done, Imperial. We worked. No one was.
LSE though can still bring it back. We're only 2 tries deep now. It's only
It is.
10-0,
We,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
We still
the
have a
game
good,
still
you know,
could go either way, but we believe that was
60-minute
a
game.
try by number 15, Scarlett Eden.
A new player to
Wow, you're
Imperial
so
this year.
good. You know the numbers and the names.
I think Scarlett's quite an experienced player.
She is wearing number 22.
New recruit, quite
But
an
is
experienced-
playing
quite an
fullback.
experienced player.
So we have another attempted conversion from Ellen and Russell. Very hard kick,
That's
this
a
one.
hard kick there from where we are.
Right,
though.
very hard
much in
kick.
the corner. Silence for the kicker! It'd be nice if you could quiet for the kicker, but they can't because obviously it's women's rugby.
We would
and men
like a
don't
moment of
respect
silence in the grounds for the kicker.
Excellent kick.
A
it.
very good
close,
kick.
very good attempt,
Unfortunate.
very good
Unfortunately,
attempt.
You know.
Yeah.
A very nice kick there from Eleanor Russell, but that was a very challenging
Just
position.
short. Just short.
Absolutely. It's hard to kick from that corner. Like you can't really do it. Can you?
Have some 2 second notice. Who's number 4?
So just for a bit of context here, LSE have been defeated at every match of the season, unfortunately, but they are the league above Imperial, and Imperial have won every game so far this season.
Yeah, Imperial.
and they are the league below LSE, so it's quite an even match. Obviously at the moment Imperial are dominating,
But here we are,
LSE
LSE
are
have to-
now in Imperial's half though, the first time so far this game, so let's see if they can.
So that was an unfortunate
They
knock-on
can
from the
convert the
restart there
territory.
by Imperial, but we can still win this ball back.
Yeah, but I
We've
mean-
got a nice up-close view of the scrum now, so let's see how
LSE
these
convert
match
this
up.
territory into a try. We shall see.
Their first time in Imperial's
Forwards, you're
half
going to
in
have
the
to
whole
be
game.
analysing this scrum.
Analysing
please,
this scrum, you know.
So far it looks good, but we haven't.
So far
actually
looks good from both
found
sides, but
anything.
we
Here go.
haven't done much.
Both teams looking quite strong.
LSE looking lower than Imperial, to be fair, in the
It's hard to
scrums.
tell, it's hard to tell. You know, not much.
Oh, but I think Imperial. What a shove from Imperial. Oh, and a ball has gone backwards, so it's not a knock on.
Good tackle by Imperial.
I think it's important to note at this
Yeah, good
level,
work here.
if the scrum is pushed back 1.5 metres, then it's a turnover, as in comparison to the men's game. 1.5 metres. 1.5. So the dominance in the scrum, you know, if you get a small shove on, you really do have the upper hand.
But Imperial are just taking it and just pushing that line. They're pushing the Imperial
LSE
line.
are making some good momentum
that
here.
Carrier right there, number one. Keris is our number one, I think. And here we go, Carter Heffernan, number two, going for it, pushing through that line.
And we've got a nice competitive ruck there. Good shove from Imperial.
And we've got Mael.
Imperial are
going
fighting
ahead.
for that
Positive
possession back,
tackle.
trying to latch onto the ball there.
Absolutely. LSE are just continuously trying to push that
Oh,
line.
that's a nice,
Imperial to the
lovely.
LSE
LSE
there.
went backwards from that. Oh, a nice mouth
And then we
ground
got LSE
made
pushing
on that
line
wing.
Again, ball passed out. Again, pushing that line. The fight continues.
And we have an LSE penalty.
Imperial will be feeling pretty
I
down right
believe
now. 10
potentially
metres
for-
back, so close to their own try line. It's difficult.
And they've taken it and they've
Nice,
run
that was
with
a
it, and they
good
keep
quick
going,
tap
they
from
keep going.
LSE. Imperial
Good
were
bit of
already
momentum.
back.
A nice bit of a rock there. And again, they go again. They go.
Imperial
they're
do
pushing
need to
that
watch
line,
the
they're pushing
offside.
through
They
that
need to
line, they're
track
getting
backwards a
closer
bit
and
quicker
closer
than
to
they
that
are.
try.
Wow, an excellent
wow.
breaking through a few players there.
Nice.
Oh, that was a good
Nice.
solid run. Imperial did well to break that. They
A lot
are.
of
These
space out
forwards
here
have
on the
good
left. There's a
solid
lot of
runs.
space out here on the left for LSE to play with.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they're really trying to break the line at the moment, but they maybe should need to pass out.
Yeah, no, we'll see what their tactics are. I think they are just trying to tire Imperial out and just shove up and up and up.
Oh, and I think
they are drawing players in. It's working.
It's true. It's true. It's going well.
Nice,
it's going
good
well. But now I feel
defence
like
from Imperial
is that a
here.
bit of a maul?
Pushing, that is a maul. We could have a
Someone with
maul.
a bit of a scrum on the
It has
pitch.
been collapsed, I think.
What's
Something going on over there? No, it just looked a bit of a scrap. It just looked like a bit of a scrap.
It was not scrap.
A girl
but we maybe
can
knew it.
dream.
So we now have a penalty to LSE.
I will rip my puffer jacket off to reveal my Imperial kit and get on
Offside
this.
from Imperial. We did see that one
Absolutely.
coming. Imperial do need to
Which
be
way I've
getting
got my
back a
LSE
bit
top
quicker.
on. I'm ready to go. Absolutely.
It's got to be freezing. You know. Another scrum again. Let's see if Imperial can get that shove on this time.
We have been
LSE
dominant
is
so
so
far.
close to that try. If they can really push through here, they can show their dominance and they can
This
get
scrum
that
is
try.
absolutely crucial for LSE.
Absolutely, and it's such a mental game as well. the
Oh,
scrum.
resetting the scrum.
If you can push back on that, then you just win the game mentally.
You know what? I completely agree from all of my scrum experience.
That's a
Zoe Jeff is
That's
number
why.
9. Zoe's scrum experience is tapping the ball on someone's back.
I do it very well.
And she does.
A lot of scrums.
To be fair, timing's important for the hooker there. To be fair,
I have a little dance. It's crouch. Fine.
So,
Here we go. It's LSE scrum.
Oh, we
It's
have
LSE
another
Imperial.
good
Oh,
strong Imperial
number 8 trying to
Wow.
take it, but just tripped. And here we go. Very good rock by Imperial there.
That is a good
It
positive
is
ruck
looking
by
strong,
Imperial.
but, you know,
LSE
LSE still kept
did manage
possession.
to regain possession.
We have been pushed back now in that tackle though. Negative ground made.
It's all going on, isn't it?
They really do need to convert this into some points here.
They have been in this sort of
LSE
ground for a long time
It's
now.
their first visit to
Oh, here we go. They're really
22.
smashing through that line. Very
They are
close to the
smashing
try
through
line
that
now. I
line.
would say within the 5
The
meters,
defence
maybe.
is very bunched, as is
Just
the
about.
attack.
They are maybe a meter short of the line right now. Couple of big shots, that's it. Have Imperial regained possession?
Pass it out, LSE!
Yeah, a lot of space out here on the left as Gemma is
LSE are
shouting.
being pushed backwards by the Imperial defence.
You need to get back on side though.
But some bunch defence still happening. Yeah, there's
Some very
there's-
bunched defence,
if-
but also some bunched attack.
yeah, if the ball gets out, I think it's over for
And I
Imperial
think
here.
we've got an LSE penalty.
Oh, here we go. go.
Imperial need to watch here, otherwise
That will be
somebody's gonna get
Imperial
sent
on
off.
their try line, no, if it's a penalty.
It will.
Yeah.
It is an LSE
Very dangerous
penalty
point
with
for Imperial.
on their try line.
LSE need to utilise this opportunity and we'll see if they do.
Fast line speed here.
Very strong run there.
Positive tackle from Imperial. I think we might have a mole.
Pass it out!
LSE would do well to pass it out here, I think.
Do well.
Here we go,
Especially,
here we go.
you know,
Very good carry
our
there.
smaller Imperial smaller defenders are out here on the edge, so
Tricky
you
in
know.
these wet
Again, they're just
conditions to
I feel they're
trust the
driving the
hands, but I
forwards
think
in, aren't
this
they?
case, they
But
just
you know,
do need to try and get
they're
that ball
giving
out
Imperial
to
the time
win.
to get set.
Ball lost from LSE and regathered by Imperial. And that's not good. I don't know what that is.
It's a scrum to LSE, I think.
No,
I think we do. I think you're right.
yeah,
So
scrum.
the ball was lost.
Knocked
Knocked
on.
on
It was lost
from
by LSE, then knocked on
by
as
Imperial.
Imperial tried to
Ah, there we
regather.
go. There we go.
Very difficult, very difficult.
Unlucky.
Very unlucky.
They're very close to the post there. If they can get their 8 run out and score that try,
Although
winning.
Imperial have been dominant in the scrum so far.
They have, it's very true. But you know what? There's always good time to come back, isn't there? And I
There
feel like if
is.
you're going to come back, you're going to come back in your
They've
opposition's
got the
half.
commitment here, right?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
They want this.
They
You
have
can
certainly
see
got the
they want this.
intensity.
I hope so. Again, the Imperial were
and you
very
were
dominant
right,
in
the
that
eight
scrum.
has gone
Again,
and
Trying to hold
picked
her
herself.
up,
She
trying to get
hasn't
that
quite made it
hand.
over the line.
we've got a
just
very
short of the line.
competitive rock there.
Oh, and I think
Ball
ball.
jostling around.
Ball. I think
yeah, I
LSE
don't know
have
where-
still got possession of the
where that
ball.
was going.
Only just.
And again, we've gone through. We've got to again try to break the line. Pass it out!
LSE do need to try and use the hands here. They're clearly not getting through with the forward
Yeah,
pass.
here we go. Maybe hands here, hands here, hands here! Come on! Hands are going!
And
let's
LSE
go
are
back
being
in
driven
again.
backwards once again by the Imperial defence, away from their try line.
And here we go. They're going. They're going.
Their second row has tried to pick and go, but it has not unfortunately worked out for her.
Hands are going again. Hands are going again.
Nice positive tackle from Kim there.
Massive tackle.
That was lost back.
Try
before they
saving
were very
tackle.
lucky.
Try saving tackle.
And again,
Absolutely
Imperial
try
now are
saving
just pushing LSE back a bit.
You know,
And here we go. Here we go. We get another
LSE are
good
trying
one.
for wing again, but unfortunately again not successful.
you know,
If LSE can't convert this, I don't know what that means for their game.
But it's not good.
I mean,
LSE will bring it back. Don't you worry.
you know,
don't you
this is
worry,
still
don't
their
you worry.
first visit to the 22, and they've been here how long now? You know,
It has been a solid
10 minutes.
I would like to point out that Imperial were in the LSE half for at least 10 minutes.
And we
before they
got
their
two
try.
and we got two scores.
No,
got
for their
second
first
one
try.
very
First try, 10 minutes. Yeah,
You know, I'm just saying it's difficult.
First try.
It's difficult.
We've got time, ladies. We've got
I think
time.
you've got to
You've got to be able to convert that territory to
Imperial do have
Oh,
the ball
Imperial
again.
have the
We do
ball.
have to kick it, and we have to get it out. And who's going to regain? Oh, that was lovely from number 15, Margot there. Eleanor Russell has taken
LSE
her
have the ball
down.
again.
Good strong rucking
Pretty
from
short kick.
Imperial.
Here we go. Here we go.
tackle there from
Again,
number
walk over.
10 Noor.
Thank you. That's nice, isn't it? We rock. And again,
directly into the mouth.
yes, so sorry again to anyone wearing a headphone. I'm a bit passionate. What can we say?
I don't think anyone's listening.
It's quite good, isn't it then?
Shouting into the void.
Oh, Imperial need to watch the overlap on the left. Oh, and Imperial
Imperial
have
got
regained
the line away from
possession.
Chris.
Amazing,
We've got an
Sophie
amazing
Roy!
run from
Sophie Roy, tight head prop.
Prudence,
Oh.
our scrum half, feeding it out.
It's the back's ball.
It is another green ball with Lucinda going for it.
She's ready to run.
LSE
She's
is going
ready
to keep
to
them in
go.
that half and then they've got to
Lucinda.
work on those
It's
blocks
going to
and
pop
get that
off
ball
to
back.
number 15, Scarlett Eden.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like LSE have managed to convert this territory into points
We're
at
still
this
in the
stage.
Imperial territory.
Well, in the half,
And
not in
Eleanor
the
Russell
22.
going
Yeah, but in-
herself.
in
Going
the
herself.
distance too.
Well,
I
we
mean,
love
for
that.
now,
And
for now.
Grace is
That
already
half line.
got us rolling.
We're not quite there yet. We're not quite there.
my
We've got a good
perspective-
5
Lovely,
minutes.
and I
We've
think
got
we
a good
may
5
have a
minutes to the half
penalty
line.
to
Good 5
Imperial there
minutes.
for not rolling away by LSE. Lovely.
Amazing.
They need to be faster to
LSE
roll
have got to
away.
get back 10. They've got to get back 10.
Lovely look forwards pod there.
And
Excellent
it's gone up.
We're having quite a lot of
Still
excitement
staying in the
from
Imperial
LSE
half.
coach here. I think he's getting slightly frustrated and excited.
Can we do an
Maybe
interview?
more
Can we do a sideline
We make
interview?
a bit of an interview with him at halftime.
I said a half time, but I'd be
Okay.
doing it.
Let's get Ash on. Let's get the players.
Again, lovely strong runs there from Imperial.
Oh, and a lovely break from prop Sophie Roy.
Imperial have broken into their half again.
It may have been
over the halfway
Joe.
line now. LSE are holding on stronger.
Good run there from
Oh, lovely hands there from Marina. we've got winger isolated. We've got Georgie Hagger on the wing.
Very good tackle there. Takes the Imperial goal down.
Maintain possession. Get a good strong ruck.
Again.
Another good run.
Again, we're fighting for it.
Another
Lovely run from Joe.
That was Sophie right. It's Betty.
And here we are.
Oh, and number 10 is
Amazing.
And number 10 is Nav.
break.
Nice run and pop.
Oh,
And
Alessi have got the ball.
regained possession.
And here we go. Can they use it? Can they utilise it?
They have, LSE have got a massive overlap on the right-hand side if they can spot it. The coach has now spotted the overlap as well.
Unfortunately,
And all the
that's
Imperial
given to
Rugby
the
have the ball
again.
Do have the ball. What a run! A very good saving tackle from LSE, but
Don't know who's got it anymore. Can't see that.
Look at that, look how much possession they made in like 30 seconds.
Imperial have made
Huge amount of
such a
possession.
massive amount of ground, and we have
Imperial got a try.
draw of the game for Imperial. Well done, Imperial.
Do we have an Imperial chance?
Yeah, so Imperial got a try. LSE though, I believe they can bring it back still. We're only 15, you know, it's fine. Again, you know, not quite there at the end.
I don't know what
Ash
Ash is.
might be looking for. Do you want to do it?
Just go and ask her. She's right there.
So the score currently we believe to be 15-0.
Yeah, 15-0.
But a conversion
The
in the
scoreboard does say
question.
17-0, but we believe it should be 15-0. Just
Waiting on the
awaiting
next
this
conversion.
last
Very difficult. Another one in the corner here.
It's a hard kick.
Yeah, but no conversion.
Okay, it is 15-0.
Waiting on this very difficult conversion.
It's hard to hit kick from the corner that they're in.
Yeah,
But again,
absolutely.
Imperial keep going on down the
Quite-
wings, and that's how they're getting it from one-off runs.
You know.
And it's not LSE's lack of defence.
no.
They are getting there.
No
It's just
conversion, but an
from that
excellent
side.
try, an excellent attempt.
Wait, I'm going to go have a look over there.
It's also really raining now here.
You know,
Boston
visibility
Park.
getting worse, getting a bit slippery. We're here on the 4G
Yeah.
pitch, which makes it quite difficult.
Absolutely. I definitely have some scars on my legs from playing on this pitch,
Oh, yeah.
100% from the 4G. I prefer actual grass, can't lie.
Yeah, but you know.
It hurts less.
It's more natural. It gets more back to my roots.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, Scottish roots here.
And the ball's been.
They've. Oh, I thought they'd taken it quickly. I'm
So
sorry.
LSE are kicking. Margot, number 15, is kicking.
Get behind the kicker there, please, ladies. Don't want to give away stupid penalties.
Absolutely not. No, the kick goes off.
And nobody
Imperial
decided to
no
go
one
for
caught
that
it, and LSE are
Shocking scenes.
It's off her feet. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Shocking knock on.
It's a
Especially
penalty for LSE.
Pretty shocking kick off
Take
there
it.
from Imperial,
And then
given
you
that.
take it and run. Take it and run and go straight through the line.
She didn't.
I'm not sure why they did that penalty.
I just went a bit through the line. Pipe down.
These are some strong runs from LSE there.
Last strong run, so you're alright.
But Imperial are medalling in the rock. They're slowing down that
Oh,
ball.
oh,
This one
oh,
has
that's
down.
a whole lot
And
to
then
that,
loses
I'm not
two
quite
to
sure.
three. The ball's out.
I don't think
A
LSE even knows
turnover
it's
is
a ball.
massively on the cards here for Imperial if
That
they
was
want
a
it.
knock-on.
And here we go.
Oh,
there it
this
is.
Imperial
There it
scrum
is.
from
It was a
knock-on
bit of a
LSE.
messy one there.
Bit scrappy from both sides, I have to say.
I would agree.
Both sides maybe need a bit more discipline in the rucks. You know, latch on a bit more cleanly, fewer handling
We're
errors.
only 7 minutes in. Oh no, it's going another way. It's going another way.
cutting down.
That's nice. That's nice. I was
We-
very confused
we,
there. I was
uh,
like, definitely played for
We all
longer
have
than 7
degrees for
minutes.
Imperial and LSE and we can't work out a time.
I normally play.
Or a score.
To watch is a bit different. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's a
you know,
very
it's
different
difficult.
skill here. It's
You know,
very
we've got
skill.
a second row, you lose a lot of brain cells.
I would agree. The amount of concussions I've had. Oh.
And once you have one, they just keep coming.
I'm
They
amazed.
just keep
I'm amazed
coming.
I've got a degree, to be honest with you.
I'm amazed I'm here today.
Imperial have got some good hands there. They really passed it out very nicely. LSE haven't had time yet to form their defensive line.
But they are very quick in those rocks.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. And here we go. Imperial have possession.
It's going.
Now the back ball.
again, a
Nice
bit.
little offload there
As the rain continues to fall, it's getting a bit messy here. Maybe tired legs, waiting for half time.
Here we go. If LSD
again,
could score
top
for half time,
forward.
and that'd be a big morale
Another
booster.
handling error just a couple of minutes after the last
forward
one.
pass from LSE.
Oh no!
That's not good.
That
That's
is
not
a
the kind of mistake
basic.
you want,
That is
yeah.
a basic, isn't it? That is a basic.
Turns out one of
I'm
the
just gonna get my other
foundation
pint. I'll be right
principles.
back.
Lovely. You know, can Imperial continue to dominate in the scrum? Let's have a look.
I think we can. I have belief. I have faith in this pack.
And now I'm back. So I got
I
my
think
second
they've
pint.
got size and skill over the LSE pack.
So from what I've been told, the forwards are not. It's not a forward game anymore. LSE it used to be very forward heavy, but not anymore.
I remember 2 years ago it was
Changed.
very, very strong.
Yes.
I would agree there.
Very
I
aggressive.
remember the
You know,
bruises.
absolutely. As I
I don't, I
played in the
don't
forward
and I think
pack.
that says it all.
We have a back and a forward here from Imperial, just for context for anyone that's listening in.
Don't drink in a concussion. That's my piece of advice.
Yeah, that's very good. You know, if you're not sure, sit out.
This is the first varsity
Is that
we've
what
had in
the
2
con-
years.
is that what the phrase
If in
is?
doubt, sit out.
That's it. If in doubt, sit it out.
See it, say it, sorted.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're resetting the scrum after having a little chat with the ref. Clearly wasn't happy.
I don't know what's going on in that front row. Bit of a mystery to the best of us.
LSE are lower, but also Imperial are taller. So I'm not
Yeah.
really sure if that necessarily means much.
A bit more of an even scrum this time,
Even
though.
scrum there.
Oh yeah.
Or not,
Imperial
Imperial have
got the
got possession. Was it Imperial scrum? It wasn't
It was
Imperial scrum.
Imperial
Sorry, I forgot whose scrum it
Lovely
was.
run from the wing there. Good offload.
Yeah, it's going well.
No, we are
Lovely
still in
little
Imperial's half,
pass there.
so
Recycling the ball. Bit slow this one. I think LSE are getting involved in those rucks. And it's LSE's ball.
Wow, look at that. Lovely. Lovely.
Well,
Exactly
the
what we
referee
need.
call, I think there was some ruck
Quite-
penalty
quite
there. Hands in the
LSE
ruck.
penalty against LSE.
a lot of stoppages, a lot of penalties
Back 10
happening
meters.
in these past sort of 10 minutes.
And LSE need to run up and they need to get involved.
You know, we learn. You
A
live and
good
you
catch,
learn.
good hands there from a slightly slippery pass.
Yeah, ball's probably getting slightly damp right now, a little bit wet.
Lovely
a little bit
hat.
slippery there. Did I say that? It's dropped backwards though.
Recovered well by IC there.
And a good clear out.
Good ruck.
Strong rucking. And again.
Lovely little run there. Lovely. And that's the captain driving
Lovely tackle for number 11.
They took
High tackle. Potentially a high tackle here.
that was a high tackle.
Was it?
And someone's down. Who's down?
We have an
An
LSE
player is down on the
LSE
ground.
players down. Thankfully all IC players
I
seem
think
to be okay.
clock
They're doing
stopped.
well.
Clock stopped for injury now.
Yeah.
LSE might
She's
have
on the
to bring on some
ground.
of their
She's
subs
in,
here at
I think
this
she's in
stage.
quite a lot of pain.
A potential head injury sub here from
Number three. She's up. She's good. She's ready to go.
She's going. Oh,
she's doing it.
that's
She's
what we
doing
love to
it.
see.
Here we go.
Amazing.
The refs
are
and
made of
the
chapstick.
touchline ref is also they're talking to see what their
I think
decision
he had a
is.
He's
very
reaching
good
in
view
his-
of what happened there.
Reaching
Yeah,
in his
it's
pocket for a
interesting.
second got me a bit nervous, but I think it was just for his
I
whistle.
think it should be fine.
Oh, the tackling player is
Here we
being
go.
brought
Number
across.
3's been called in.
And what
This
is
doesn't look good for her, I have to say. Maybe it's a warning.
Ref making
If
a
you're
decision,
captain,
they're
Pink step
discussing.
in there. She got told off.
I think it might just be a telling off at this stage. And oh, he's reaching into his pocket.
And that's a yellow card.
And
for the
LSE have
LSE
received a
number
yellow card.
12.
No, number three.
Number 3, apologies.
And that is going to impact the scrum massively.
Massively.
A huge amount. Their tyre
gonna
head
have to
prop
bring in
has
a
gone
couple.
off.
It was very high. It was quite high.
Imperial really need to make the use of the man advantage here to get another try in.
We've got, what, 3 minutes till half time?
3 minutes to get the man advantage over. And here they
LSE
are.
have to push hard.
That
here.
is a
They need
huge
to
morale
be
boost.
coming from Marina.
Drop
was
ball.
unfortunately lost in the tackle,
But
but
they maintained it.
re-secured.
Somehow, I think he missed that, actually.
That is a huge
Excellent run
morale
again,
boost.
and that's number 12,
And you can
Eleanor
see it in
Russell.
Imperial as they're running forward that they are high off that yellow card. As am I.
I think nobody quite expected it, right?
Wait, for a single high tackle? I think it was. He takes safety serious. Safety is taken seriously nowadays in the game.
Safety
first.
Absolutely.
I think it was for head contact as well.
Yeah. I mean, she injured herself, which I think really says it all about the danger of that tackle.
That's true. It's so important now. You can even see it in the Six Nation games now with the high tackles and things.
Oh, we have a dangerous looking run here from Imperial. Oh, what a good tackle from LSE.
Come
They need to get
on!
that support there. They need to
Oh, and Imperial still have the ball. We are all good.
And Imperial are looking dangerously close to another try here.
They are. They're very close to the end of the try line
Imperial
right
are
now.
playing with a lot of intensity. I think both teams want this.
Oh, and knock on an LSE scrum.
Knock on,
here we go.
by Imperial.
So who knows who's going to step into that tight head
30
position?
seconds left. Can we make this count? Who
Wait, so
knows?
we had someone come off.
Yeah, so the number
got for the
3 is got a
yellow.
yellow card.
So we have had one of the LSE's front row come off. Do you
And the
have front
tight
row
head prop.
replacements?
I think we do, yes.
For the tight head position, you know, that's a really tough, that's a very specific
Give me 2
role.
seconds.
That's a very specific role in the scrum, and I think this could really impact the game.
So we don't have any
don't have
front row
front row
replacements.
Tight head
So are we
replacement.
going uncontested? We hope, LSE hope we're going uncontested.
So
we
we'll see what
personally,
happens.
I think probably for the players' safety, uncontested would be a good
Oh, a
idea.
bit of like an Englander. No, was it England, Italy? Ireland, Italy. Ireland, Italy. We are who
Faith,
we are.
have you got front row experience?
I do, in fact.
You get?
Shall we go?
I'll go on first.
Mate, front row opposition. It really messed up my back. I can't
That is,
lie.
it's not
on the pitch once
focused on
for
us
that.
right now. It's
I
focused on
think
these
every
players on the
forward-
pitch, and we have
Yeah.
such a good run from the LSE backs. That was beautiful.
Maybe they have a renewed
And very
They
impressive
managed to do it.
considering
They
they're
managed to
down
do
a
it.
player and they still managed to
26
find that
seconds
overlap.
left. 25 now. It's close. It's
Dangerous.
very intense.
We have got Imperial
We've got
pushing
line
an
out.
LSE player out, so we have now got our first Imperial line out, unless I missed any.
I think, yeah, Imperial line out.
First Imperial line out.
But they won
Very
the last one, which
exciting.
they're very dangerous in the air here, Imperial. A lot of tall players
They
in the
do
second
have
row.
a nice. Oh, but it wasn't a line out. We
Oh,
actually
it's
had a
been kicked out
penalty
now,
instead. LSE.
I don't know what
1
happened there.
second to
We're
spare.
slightly confused about that one.
But
I think they might just kicked it out a bit too early. They've got 1 second left and they kicked it out. So I think that might be what it is.
I believe LSE kicked
No,
that
I think
out.
that was a penalty.
Was it?
LSE got the penalty before the line out.
I'm a bit confused.
Well, please ignore
I
me. I'm
assume potentially
confused.
a
I
high
can't lie.
tackle.
I don't know the rules.
So we
People
now
listening.
have an
Sorry.
LSE line out, the second
And
of the
here we
game.
go. Carla, middle
But as we
admin,
see
throwing
that-
in.
Because the crowd kind of ascended right now. So.
Trying to
Do
figure
you
out
want to do a little
the
shout out? We
numbers
have
in
got
the,
the
in the line out.
Cardiff
Here we go.
player here.
Carla throwing in. And
That was an impressive line out from
the
LSE.
fucking line! Fucking amazing from Carla! I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't be swearing. I do apologise.
LSE are getting very excited here.
Here we go.
But we
here we go,
are
here we go.
still only on the halfway line.
Half time. We're kind of playing on overtime. Here we go.
Yes, this is the last
And
play
it's
of.
going. Oh no! It's gone
backwards.
backwards. And Montalvo is gone.
And it's come out to Imperial side.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is. Imperial have the ball.
They're looking for another try.
Imperial do have still now have the
hungry for
ball
that try,
again.
considering they
Can
had
they
a man
fit
advantage.
another try into
LSE
this
need to get that
half?
turnover. They need to make use. They need to really play hard for this. It's 14 v 15.
Oh, and Eleanor Russell has it! And Eleanor Russell!
And
Eleanor Russell, number 13, 4 and 12
No.
for Imperial!
And Imperial get a try
And she
in the
didn't
over half time
quite, she just shy
overtime.
of the try
Just
line. That's
short.
very impressive run
Oh,
from
wait.
number 12.
That wasn't a try.
No, just short, just short.
Just short. Just short.
You can tell when it's a try when they break
Imperial
the whistle.
are hunting for this fourth try of the
Thanks.
first half.
I do need the rules explained to me, people that are listening. I don't know
And the
that.
try
And here
was
we go,
not
held
successful.
up.
It is now half time. Thank you, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed
Great
the
for Ross
first
to
half.
keep
Enjoy your toilet break because I know I will.
Oh, no, you.
You can't, it's for the recording.
I was for the live stream.
I'm back.
I was like, Gemma was like, oh, I'm commentating.
Uh,
I was like, oh, exciting. But you
Should we have a little interview with the LSE coach? He's going to be a bit busy, but you know, if there's
Do
any
you want to give us any thoughts?
any
So we've got the LSE coach here from. Do you have any thoughts from the half?
I think it's a close half. I think it's a competitive half. I think we didn't take our chances when we should have on the goal line. I think it's it's a classic varsity game. It's tight, it's close, it's gritty, and it's what we want. And hopefully we'll see. We'll put a few points on the board in the second half and get it a tighter game. But yeah, I think
Yeah, very excited for the next half. Thank you. Good luck. But not too much luck because Imperial, I think we do
Imperial
want
need to
take
retain that big fat W
Yes.
that we gained here 2 years ago today
We will try and
in the
bring you
best
some more
match of my entire life.
Yes, I think varsity is a highlight for everyone that's played. Obviously, it's the thing, the game, the event at the end of the season that you're working towards the whole time. So, a lot of pressure, a lot of nerves leading up to the day.
a potential. I want to do some more interviews. Can we get some interviews in?
I used to play for LSE. I'm in.
Hello.
Hello. So we have an LSE alumni joining us.
No, like on the team currently.
Currently, but I'm too.
Oh, she's not an alumni. So how have the team been training this season?
They've been working really hard. We've had a lot of injuries this season. It's been really rough. We've got a lot of playing today. We've got a lot of new players who've
so
only
good
been
to see.
like touched the ball for the first time about 2-3 months ago.
Just
Shout out
down
to
the
those guys,
microphone. There's
especially
just like
our number 4
shouting.
player.
Just me.
Literally started playing about 2 months ago, and now she's playing this match. And it's just really impressive.
Sorry?
The girls.
No, we're not back.
It'd be nice if we could get our opportunities into points, but hopefully that'll come.
I think LSE definitely have had opportunities, and I think hopefully we should see some points in the second half. It would be good to see some more points on either side of the balls.
I'm stupid. I hit my head here 2 years ago and I've been stupid ever since.
So currently we're just going to talk a bit about the coaching team. So for the Imperial coachings, we have our head coach Ashley Brandon. She's a predominantly forwards coach. She's been with us for 3 years now. And she's just done amazing things for the team. She's so committed and just such a warm, friendly person. I think we've all been coached by her
We
here.
all played with her. We all love us,
We do
Brandon.
play with her as well at Barnes. And then we've got this year 2 new backs coach. We've got Sophie Ward and Angie Chow. And I think both of them have made such a difference. You can see the backs are on fire this game. And I think honestly they wouldn't have made as much improvement as they had without the help of these really committed and skilled players.
Coaches.
Players and
coaches. Do we know about the?
Yes, actually we do. We are all 3 of the Imperial coaches are Barnes RFC players, and Bar RFC are currently looking for a head coach. If anyone has coaching experience and would like to coach a team in Southwest London, 2 teams, 2 height teams.
This
friendliest
is
club
not
in
about Barnes
London.
RFC.
But we do need a coach. So yes,
do we know about
Andrew
the LSE?
Pickering.
Do we know about the LSE coaching team?
LSE also have 3 coaches. We know that they have 3 male coaches. Unfortunately, we have lost our LSE correspondent.
So we
at the moment,
don't
that
know
is
much
all we
about
can
their
give you.
coaching
But
team,
we have-
unfortunately.
No, yes, she's just slight
Slightly injured.
relief break.
Injured. You know, a lot of shaky knees over here at LSE.
Yeah, it is a struggle to keep warm. It is a very cold,
And with the men
rainy
warming
day
up on the
here.
pitch as well, everybody's looking quite cold.
Yeah, we can.
The men have chosen this time to invade our pitch.
I think they are allowed to warm up right now. I think
The
they are
men
allowed
are
to
running
warm up.
very fast.
Not as fast as the Imperial backs, though. I have to say.
Absolutely not.
I think I know who
Yeah, there
I'd
are some excellent new recruits this year at Imperial's backs. Some
We
more
have had
experienced
some
players.
solid fresher recruitment during freshers.
Notably, we've got Scarlett Eden on at 15. Who else have we got on the backs? Eleanor Russell.
Yeah, so we
Russell.
haven't. I'm not sure you actually got a full team sheet, so we'll give that to you now.
You know, here we are.
Because
If anybody's
they didn't
watching,
actually announce them, did
if
they?
anybody's watching, listening to us, we really appreciate it out here.
So, for the Imperial women's squad, we have number 1, Megan Hale. Number 2, unfortunately, due to injury, was meant to be Martha McCutcheon, but we now have Anson Toe on at number 2. Number 3, Sophie Roy. Number 4, Jo Van Pelt. Number 5, Marina.
I'll tell you.
This is getting hard.
Number 6,
Jimena
Jimena.
Rubio.
Number 7,
Olivia Sorrow.
Big up number 6, by the way. Number 8.
Oh wait, we missed 7.
No, 7 is Livia. Oh no, it's Livia Sorrow. They don't have numbers on this team sheet that we're looking at. To refer to the team sheet, please head to the City Varsity Instagram.
That would have been smarter. But we do know the backs. At number 10, we've got number 9. Sorry, we've got Prudence Lee. Number 10, Nor Lima. Number 12, Eleanor Russell. Number 13, Lucinda Galtier.
The eel.
Number 11, Georgie Hagger. Number 14, Helena. And then on the bench, we've got a very strong bench, solid group of. Number 15, Scarlett Edon. And then on the bench, we have Anna Maria, Kim, and and that's it.
I'm watching you.
I think Alice is on.
I have no idea.
I'm expecting 2 tries from both of you.
Can we get a commentary pic? Can we get the guy to take a picture of us?
Oh, absolutely. I would have put one. Are we still live at this point?
Sir?
I believe we have done a small halftime show. We did a interview with the LSE
Well,
coach.
Gemma was off getting a pint. We have done.
No, I had to actually go to the toilet. So I drank too many pints before the game.
Yeah, you know.
That was my issue.
Pre-drinking for the commentary.
So we have
Absolutely,
the
I had to go.
LSE restart here. Imperial look ready to receive.
And are they still a man down?
And choking is going on. First aid is being administered.
Commentator down.
Well, our commentators are back together. They're back together. We're alive and well. Sorry, did you say you did a coach interview?
Some suspicious drink is being consumed here today in the commentary box. Not from me. I am the only sober commentator here in the box.
Are you not drinking?
I'm going on holiday after this.
Sorry.
I'm going on holiday after this.
Oh, that's very exciting.
So we have a penalty
No one
to
cares.
a scrum to
about
Imperial for a knock-on by LSE. Let's see this good, strong push from
Oh,
Imperial.
are they still a man down? They are still a man. They are
still a man down.
Right here in front of us. Who I don't know who stepped into that tight head role, but that is big shoes to fill here.
How do you feel watching the game from the sideline?
I'm reflecting on my actions right now.
I think, yes, it was slightly dangerous, so just keep them low.
Yes,
Just getting my orders in, everybody, for my drinks.
Don't talk into the mic.
Oh, and this is looking dangerous by the Imperial backs, and the Imperial backs through again. What a break! Wow!
Great.
Wow!
So
And they're
strong.
still going.
LSE
That
is struggling
momentum
to get
is
their defense
still.
set with how
great
fast.
defense, what you
Well, I
say.
mean, with that big break, they were struggling to get themselves ready, but here they are. They're ready
And
now.
Marina, our flanker, is getting in strong with a nice, strong forward run. And we have, unfortunately,
really awful pass.
nicely collected by number 12, Eleanor Russell, and
Great
popped
offload.
off. Popped off to Lucinda at 13, and to the wing, Kim at 14. And it is a second try for number 14, Kim Momentum. What a try! Let's go, Icy! Let's go! Let's go, Icy!
We're not shouting. Don't make me shout into the mic. I'm so sorry to the stream. We're gonna.
So the score is now 20-0 to Imperial. We're just awaiting this conversion by Eleanor Russell. What a try! Go, Icy! Let's go, Icy! Let's go! Icy, come on! And we love you! Yep. Silence for the kicker, everyone in the stands.
Well, another fairly difficult kick here.
Another tricky kick.
What?
Let's just see.
No. It's a fairly difficult kick here.
Whoa, what a
matter.
kick!
That's really awkward. Never
Oh,
mind.
and it was
Amazing.
slightly
Oh,
short. No, I think it was slightly.
Was it? I thought she made that.
I made that.
I think it was slightly short. It's in.
Apparently.
That was a successfully converted.
I thought it was short.
Okay, we're having
According
mixed
to the
reviews,
scoreboard,
but
it wasn't going through.
I do think that one was slightly short, but a very
short.
good kick, very
was short.
on
It was short.
target. It was a very good kick.
Yeah. There you go. You have from the LSE coach Hazza.
Not bad. Great. She's got great.
Not a bad kick from the
And
Imperial
a nice
team.
restart from Imperial, and Ella Russell goes again. Ella Russell makes a great bait from Imperial and a good pop
Good right
to
defending off
number.
defenders
I think
here.
that's second
Wow.
row, Joe Van
Has a good
Pelt.
run. Very long legs, very good run, very difficult to tackle. I remember my tactic was always to do high knees, and then you couldn't tackle me. It was the best way to do it.
That
And
is.
I think that
that's
sounds
the most
slightly
insane
dangerous. We
thing
don't
I've ever
encourage that.
heard.
Oh, but that girl has the same sort of initiative, and I like it. I rate it. I really rate it.
We've got mental second row here. Height.
We have got quite a mix of positions on the
Yeah, it's just
commentators.
good.
Nice.
And we've got another green ball, and does Kim want another one? Kim wants another one. Kim wants another try, and what a pop! And Scarlett Yeagle, number 15, makes a solid break through the middle of the pitch, but she has been brought down. I think potentially could have made better use on the space on the right-hand side there, but a solid run from Imperial.
No
YouTube.
one. Absolutely
No, my friend Fergus. Big out to Fergus and Mel right now, who are watching on the YouTube link.
Shout out. That's sad.
I had to do a shout out because they're probably didn't people listening.
There's 2 viewers that are listening to you.
Probably, yes. But
live viewer
we're
count.
doing a big shout out to Fergus Meehan and Melissa Murray.
To rewatch the match, you can hear the shite we're chatting.
Yeah, I can hear the show you're
And
chatting
it's
now. Just to
excellent.
let you know that, guy.
Yeah, guys, watch us on YouTube.
And it's brilliant.
Like, subscribe.
Get me in the Women's Six Nations commentary box. Stop.
People are watching.
We have hello to our viewers. We weren't sure we had viewers, but we have now had confirmed viewers.
UCL. It's from UCL Women's Rugby. Big shout out to UCL Women's Rugby. We've got a player here, Lucy Hamer, who actually plays for UCL Women's Rugby. And they are UCL Women's Rugby in Tooting.
Oh no! Oh, of course they are. Oh, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Imperial Women's Rugby are the best women's team.
And LSE have the ball.
And LSE have the ball. They are still quite a way into and it was
the jinxer.
And it is a knock on, a scrum to Imperial for that knock on by LSE.
That was the joke.
So we get another look at these scrums.
I just assumed.
I like that though, because most people don't assume it's a J. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
And we have a swap on. Yellow card is off.
Yellow card. The sin bin has finished, so our number 3 is back on.
Did manage to get that try in before the man
Imperial
came back on,
did use make the most of that.
You know,
that man woman advantage.
It is what it is.
Hopefully we won't have any more
it is
yellow
what it is,
cards.
says Jana, as LSE are 20-0
nice
down.
and low, please, ladies.
We'll bring it back. I have full faith.
A big scrum from Imperial.
Nice
here,
low
hopefully.
scrums from both sides here. Slightly.
Oh, LSE.
Nicely recovered by Imperial. And we have a lovely hold and draw of the defence. Oh, and luckily lost there. Oh, and a lovely tackle out to the sidelines by Imperial.
Amazing tackle.
LSE did well to get that ball back.
It's Imperial's
there
line
was no try.
Yeah, that was solid defence by Imperial.
That's what matters.
Will now be Imperial's line out. We've got Anson Toe throwing in from the sidelines, playing at number 2.
Number 6 from Old Imperial team, number 5 from Old LSE team.
And I don't even have a
Sophie
pint
Roy
in me yet.
and Megan Hale.
Weird, get a pint in you. What's wrong with you?
What's it called?
So what? A line out? What?
People push.
Into touch.
Hold. No.
A hell.
More.
No, what are the other people in the line now other than the jumper?
Lifters?
Oh, sorry. So we have Megan Hale and Sophie Roy, the lifters, and Jo Van Pelt as the
You
jumper.
know nothing about line-outs. So what for the people who lift?
Oh, and that was an unfortunate knock-on by Imperial.
A bit of a ropey line out there. Not sure what's going on here.
I think it's tricky. The ball is getting very wet.
Knocked on, LSE
but it
scrum.
was a knock-on.
Oh, lovely. Go on.
Yeah,
LSE.
very difficult in these kind of conditions.
So you would hope
very difficult in these kinds of conditions to have a line out. And when you're in the air, the ball is so slippery to grab onto.
Hello. So we have, this is our injured hooker, Martha McCutcheon. She unfortunately broke her leg last
what
Sunday
did you
playing.
think about
Oh,
wow. As a hooker, what are you thinking about that line out?
I was a bit far away actually.
How are you feeling watching?
big scrum right now.
It's been a great game. I'm sad not to be out there, but like they're doing really well.
They are doing really well. This is
I touched it. We're 2 to the try line.
an LSE have.
Oh, blocked kick.
And the ball is coming.
Solid kick.
It went out! Wow.
It was a very solid kick, actually.
That was very close. Scarlett Eden did well to try and keep that in, but unfortunately it didn't manage to
Right
get
in front
out
of the
behind the
commentator
sidelines.
box.
So we now have, do we have number 2 Carla throwing it in? We do have number 2 Carla throwing it in.
And we've got 2 front pods here looking set up.
Here we go.
And
that was not very straight, was it? Yes, no, that was not straight.
Absolutely not straight.
Not straight. Nightmare.
I can tell you that wasn't straight. Yeah.
But
We do have our
you know
hooker
what?
here.
I'd love to throw it back.
Not straight.
Absolutely not straight.
But still a nice throw.
You can't say it's a nice throw when it wasn't
So we
straight.
do have LSE. Oh, no, sorry, I'm Imperial
bad
attacking the
commentary.
scrum.
What do you mean? Wow, this is very rude. Very rude the commentary from Imperial number 6.
I'm getting aggressive.
It's happening here.
Oh,
The
hello,
fight
we have
starts.
all happening in the
alumni.
commentary box.
Charlie,
Charlie Bailey.
how are you
He's the
feeling?
club captain of the LSE team. How?
So did I.
Oh, really? Oh, we have 2 old LSE and
Club
Imperial
captains from
club
2 years ago when Imperial took the W. 2 years ago.
2021.
No, 3 years ago.
2020. No, 2 years ago. So Charlie was club captain 3 years ago, and our other commentator here, the lovely.
And we have another break by the Imperial backs. Has been popped up.
All right, thank you.
And Imperial still have possession.
Wait, Gemma's doing an interview with Charlie.
Okay, so we're going to put interview with Charlie Brady right here, right now.
We
Hi,
are
Charlie, how are you rating? How are you
currently in the try
rating?
zone.
How are you rating the game?
Out of 10, or what am I rating?
Just I don't know, just like a little comment.
We're doing okay.
That's it. We're doing okay.
And I think the
Anything,
curtain
big up.
says it all.
It's a bit awkward, isn't it? It's just a bit awkward. We'll bring her back. We'll bring her back. I've got faith. And now we'll go back to actually doing commentary of the game. So sorry that I distracted us all.
No, that was lovely. Yet another scrum.
Another scrum. Well, maybe LSE will be dominant. Maybe.
So we have another scrum. This is an LSE scrum.
Imperial
We'll see.
were looking
This would
dominant
be
in the
a
first half,
smart
but neither
place
team
to
has
kick
managed
it.
to make a
We don't
turnover.
really have
Oh, this is
any
true,
players
you know.
on the right hand side of the kit.
And LSE's got the ball
But we shall
still.
see. They're trying to run it out. They're trying to.
Oh, and handling just.
And nice, that's the winger Kim regaining possession, and Eleanor has the ball. Eleanor has the try line in her sights, and that is a 5th try for Imperial by number 12, Eleanor Russell. Lovely work by the backs there. Kim did well to pick that ball up off the knock-on, and Eleanor made great use of that pop. And now we're going to see our 5th conversion by number 12, Eleanor Russell, and we'll see
if she can make this one. She's been trying so hard, and we're in a much better position for her kick now.
This is a much better position for the kicks. We'll see. She's got lots of football experience behind her.
Yeah, she's an excellent kicker, but unfortunately the tries have been in the corner so far.
This is quite a good kick for her, I think.
I think Eleanor might have this in the bag if the LSE supporters in the stands will be quiet.
There's only like 5 of them, so I don't think it's them that's making the noise. To be honest. Yeah,
and the LSE.
And what a conversion by Eleanor Russell! That was another 2 points added to the board for Imperial. The score is now 22-0 to Imperial. What a game!
Well, I'd like to point out that one of the commentators got a bit too unprofessional there and really ran onto the pit screaming. That was a bit weird.
I put the mic down so that you couldn't hear me.
I'm joking, obviously. All good spirit, all good
What
spirit.
a game!
LSE might get a try. It'd be exciting, wouldn't it, if they did? I hope not. If any LSE players are listening, I love you all very much.
Expectations massively lowered here.
We still do have plenty of time for LSE to convert their momentum into a try.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait.
Oh, go.
Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, we're getting a little commentator picture right now, everybody. We're distracted. Lovely, and we're back.
Imperial win by 30, she gets an eye bracelet.
And we do have confirmed that if Imperial win by more than 30 points, head coach Ash will get an eyebrow slit. Can the team make that happen? We will find out.
Oh, I love that. You know what? Would actually that would make an LSE loss a bit more improved for it.
Wait, where do I get? I'm really hungry.
I don't know. I was not given a food token. These 2 were, but I was not. So I would quite like my food token at Louis.
I also would love
Louis, the bold man, wherever you are, I would like my food token.
I have had my food taken, so I'm nice and happy.
Yeah, a bit jealous, to be honest.
When you're done this, should we go and get a pie?
Anyway, back to the game.
Sorry, let's just set that into the mic.
LSE are
I remember
in
last time I
possession of
listened
the
to
ball.
this
Carlo's got the
commentary,
ball, making gains on the
LSE
line.
do have the ball. We are, and we've
hands
got,
up in the air.
and we have a penalty to LSE.
Oh, lovely. Not quite sure why though.
Believe it may have been
Not
a high
rolling away.
tackle. Oh.
No,
I don't know why LSE are running backwards when it's their penalty, but
by your number 2.
not running away. Very classic penalty.
But it's gone badly because the coaches are upset. That's how I know. No other reason, that's what I know.
Oh, and Imperial have got the ball back from LSE.
It's not looking like they're going to kick it away, judging by the game they've been playing.
LSE, I think Imperial
Not a
are
lot of
confident that they
kicking
can.
happening in this game,
Imperial, no, LSE have the ball
maybe
back.
kicking would be advantage.
LSE
yeah.
have the ball back and
Lost
an
possession
advantage.
again in their own,
Absolutely,
22.
Absolutely. It's a difficult
But
one.
it's difficult to say with the.
Eleanor
Eleanor Russell does have a good boot on her, as do some of the other backs, but
yeah,
it's difficult. You've got to get the ball out
LSE
to them.
though, look how close they are to their try line
They
right
are
now.
very
You know
close.
what I mean?
Can they convert this
could be
opportunity
it.
to some
This could be
points
it.
on the board?
I have jinxed it so far, so I should actually probably stop talking. But we are hoping. We're fingers crossed here.
They have got a lot of space on the both wings, actually. Both wings.
and
if they make use of either of those wings, it could be dangerous.
Historically, they haven't been very good at making use of that space.
And we have an LSE
And now the
penalty for not
penalty.
rolling away the ruck.
And
Imperial
they're
on their
so
own
close to that
line.
try line. Come on!
We've still got more than half of this second half left.
We have
But
still
you know
got
what, one try
lots
would
of
be nice,
time
wouldn't
for
it?
No, I'm saying,
opportunities.
there's a lot of opportunity for LSE to get back in the game.
Absolutely. Are we, who knows what's going to happen, isn't it?
I think
Imperial have the ball!
And Imperial looking like number 13, Lucinda Gautier, storming away from the LSE defence. And this will be try number 6 for Imperial. The first one for Captain Lucinda Gautier. Lucinda, we love you. What a try. That was absolutely phenomenal play. Well done, Lucinda. Lucinda started playing sevens in France, and you can see she's really got that spirit.
That was a very good one by Imperial. To be fair, it was a very good one. It was a very, very good one. To be fair, it was. It was indeed. It was.
Oh, you're fucking looking at the inches side of me.
While we have this moment of pause, let's give it a big hands up to our technology team. Matt, big up.
We love Matt. He's number 1. Pablo is on the camera.
On camera as well.
And we have the TCV team on the scoreboard. They have now got the score right, so that is good. Well done.
It's going well. It's going well. Varsity. It's what we love. It's what we love.
Oh wait, did they get that?
I didn't watch.
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, surely. Yeah, I think I did.
32, about 32. Is that yes? Yes, we did. I don't know. They may have got the conversion, they may not have. I got distracted. We all so sorry.
32. It can't be 32. No, yeah, 32. Yeah, they got it. They didn't get it.
They didn't get it.
Yeah, 27 and now it's 32.
Yeah. We're 32 now. We're not quite sure how, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
5 tries, 1 conversion.
Yeah.
6 tries. So we're now at 32 new, 32 now, which is 6 tries, 1 conversion, 2 LSE with nothing. No, 2 Imperial.
And LSE have kicked Imperial, and again LSE against
and that was an unfortunate knock on by the wing there. So it will be an LSE scrum for a knock on.
In the Imperial half, let's see what happens. Let's see what they can make of it. Hopefully, a try. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I would agree.
Positivity, please.
A
Positivity.
try! Woo! Oh, fuck, I got...
How are you feeling about the game?
We're not taking our chances. I don't feel like this. No, okay, I'm feeling. I've slightly downhearted. I think the scoreboard definitely flatters Imperial over LSC. I think it's been quite a good game. Yeah.
I would agree. I think Imperial have got that, the fire in the back, so they can use
And
those chances.
LSE have got the scrum ball!
But Imperial have the ball. And a solid run there from number 12.
Come on! We've got a bit of a maul almost, not quite a maul, but a maul. You know what I mean? A bit of a mixture.
Maybe it's 10 now.
Bit of a turn on.
And then LSE do have that space on the right wing if they choose to utilise it. Let's see what they do.
Go on, girls. Go on, utilise it. They don't utilise it. They've gone through the line, but they've gone through the line very nicely. It's very nice, very nice.
Oh, and LSE have a penalty, so what they're doing is working.
Big up the LSE.
Imperial do well to get back. Good work rate from Imperial here.
Absolutely.
Slightly quicker reactions needed from LSE. Let's go. Come on. What have you got? What have you got to show us?
Are we going to kick it? Are we going to throw it? Who fucking knows? So
I think it's looking like it. Oh!
And we're taking it through the line!
And that is Regina, potentially.
A good line there. And we are where we are. Hands are up, ready for the ball at the ruck. Taking it to the right. They've gone for it. They're going well. They're going very well. Good lines. Good lines. And they're just running through the line. They're going for a big forward heavy game here.
It is a forward heavy game by LSE actually. I'm not sure, maybe they don't trust the hands because it's wet.
Yeah, maybe that's fine. Yeah.
They do also have a new 10, I'm hearing. They've got a new 10 on. Maeve Tebbett, captain, used to playing
Absolutely.
centre, has moved into 10.
Absolutely. The whole team is very new, to be fair. COVID really, I think, messed them up.
I mean,
don't know how
COVID affected both teams equally.
I feel like it did. I don't know. Well, how was it with Imperial?
I think, I was president during the COVID year. We couldn't really do anything. It was not the best year.
I can imagine.
A lot of online fitness, but not much skills-wise.
Oh, wow. That's tough. That is tough, to be fair. I can't lie. I was quite lucky. I graduated just after the last varsity, so I didn't have to deal with that. But that's horrendous. That is bad. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like it really affected the LSE team, and recruitment this year I think was a bit low. But hopefully we'll build on it and you go forward.
Exactly. No, nothing. Oh, and that was a lovely. So we have
There's
another
frustration
penalty
in the
by
LSE
LSE.
camp.
We have the LSE coaches getting slightly aggravated.
Not joking.
LSE are blaming this on the ref.
Come out, is.
That is a score by LSE.
We got a motherfucking try! Bullshit! Come on, LSE!
It's our first season!
Yes!
And that was a successful try by LSE. We're not sure who scored.
We gotta try. I think this may be. This is the first try all season. This is the first try all season.
What an achievement by LSE. Well done to those players.
Wow.
Silence for the kickers. Shall we? The LSE coaches weren't quite prepared for this eventuality. They are now having to dig the cone out from the bags. We've got a random cone to kick from.
We have a cone, not even a kicking point because we don't
cone is
try
being
so much.
run
And
onto
here
the
is
pitch as we
Harry
speak.
Foster, one of the coaches of LSE. What are you saying?
The budget for LSE is
Susanna is taking this conversion.
We're using cones.
So we shall see.
But we scored 5 points!
Amazing that I missed the only LSE try.
I really cut in there, sorry.
So did we. We all missed.
We were chatting about this stuff.
Silence for the kicker.
Silence for the kicker!
For the kicker, please.
This will be the first conversion in LSE's year because this is the first try we scored all year.
That is.
And it didn't quite work, but it was close. It was
on
close.
target,
Lovely.
but didn't quite
Lovely.
have the,
So
not quite the distance, but a good kick.
Very
A good
nice
kick.
kick,
Well done,
but-
LSE.
So while I was off getting a pint, I've got some shout outs to make. Shout out to Zach McConkey, who's listening in, giving me good feedback on my commentating, and also to Elizabeth Graham, legend of the Imperial Women's Rugby team.
What a player. We love Graham.
Stop slagging me off for my commentary. I'm doing my best.
It's harder than you think. It's harder than you think.
One of your ex-players not get married.
Yes!
Who got married? Oh yeah, and a big shout out to Laura Dougie, who just got married.
Big up, Lord Dougie, you just got married, and I'm very happy for you.
Legend.
As an LSE player, you are a bit of a legend.
LSE have regained
Of the
possession
Imperial
of that
Women's team.
restart.
Let's going for it!
Nice positive tackle there by Imperial.
It's
We
a
have
big LSE time now. It's very time.
Cap taking it in.
There's a big ecstasy in the LSE camp right now because we've got our
Shout out
first
to
try
our
of the season!
players here
Big
in
up,
support.
big up,
We've
big
just
up.
seen some nice signs. We're icy on, but we're on fire. That's lovely. We love that. Oh, nice.
Here we go,
catch
number
from
8.
there.
Number 8's going. Gets pushed back a bit and it keeps going!
What a
Oh
run
wow,
by the LSE player.
lifted up there! Lifted! Up there, she was lifted. Well, she was lifted. Yeah. Imperial have gone back 10 and LSE have now got a penalty. They've taken it, they're running up, going Terrace is gone, they pass it on.
I think that was a team try, which is something obviously Imperial haven't done all day. They live off 4 players, not a team. We're a team, LSE, and that's what you saw in that try.
I mean, we have had 4 different players score
LSE
tries,
coach
so I
is
think
getting
that is
quite
A bit of shame there, really.
just 5 points.
A bit of shame.
Yes, exactly.
But the first try of the season for LSE, you've got to understand that's quite a big deal.
Quite a
Quite a
fan
big
of
deal.
that as backs, but
And are we about to see a second? Who knows what's going on? Who
LSE
knows?
have a renewed zest here after that try.
Yeah, they do.
have
We're coming back-
much
they're coming back,
picked
we're coming
up
back
their
strong.
intensity. I think they're much better at using that momentum to gain.
Give me 2 seconds, I'm going to get a pint.
Sorry, I have just been told that I'm too close to the mic. Sorry.
Scream talking. Apparently I'm
really sorry
I'm so
for
sorry,
any
everybody. We've all been
headphone users.
absolutely screaming into this
This is an
microphone.
exciting day
It's
for
a
us.
very exciting game
We
day for
have
women's rugby. You know,
16 minutes left.
This
16, only
this
16, wow.
This is the maybe the
Yeah,
biggest
it is,
women's rugby
it is.
match happening in London today.
It is possibly the biggest women's rugby match of the calendar.
Did that happen today?
Saracens is happening
Oh,
today,
Queen's
but
Rapids
not
lost
not
too.
quite as
No,
exciting.
not at all, not at all.
This is the future of women's rugby.
Exactly.
This is
These
grassroots.
girls
Big up the
are
grassroots.
future. Wow, they had a lovely opportunity, LSE, there with the winger right out open on the right.
Whose
in
ball is it? Is
space,
this
but
LSE? Is this
unfortunately
whose
weren't
ball
able
is
to
it?
Capitalise on it. And Imperial have regained
Oh,
possession.
no. Oh no.
Oh, sorry for shouting.
So yeah, no, we're all very sorry for shouting.
Oh yeah, and swearing as well. Let me put it.
But this could well be another try.
Oh, that's good.
Unlucky by Imperial. Well done to regain
I don't think there are any like rules.
by Kim. Kim's lovely, good reactions on that ball. We've got an interesting present there. Oh, and yes, LSE were able to steal. I think Imperial needed to get better at presenting back to their own team there.
If LSE are playing really well right now.
This all day we would have won, but you didn't.
You know what? No, right. Let's pipe down.
You know, you can talk all day about hypotheticals, but what you got to look at is what's actually happening on the pitch and what's happening on the scoreline. You know.
Oh, all right. But let's also just remember that LSE beat Imperial 3 times in a row, and now maybe we're seeing the Imperial
And I remember
thing right now.
The only time I came on this varsity pitch, I took home that big.
Oh, did you? Were you there for the 2020 game? Were you?
Captain to that win.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were you?
The only time Lucy captain, the only time I was on the pitch, we took home the legacy, and the legacy is continuing here today.
Yeah, I think
have the shield in my
you know what?
bedroom
It's
for a
nice.
solid
We're getting a bit of competition back into it.
Yeah. What?
Pardon?
You're saying this is competition?
Yeah, we were.
Oh, wait, is it
Us
your
three
three of you there?
there.
Wow. I remember that day. I got very drunk after that day.
Could this be a second LSE try?
I remember.
They're getting very close to the line.
They are so close to that try line. Come on,
The
LSE.
LSE ref is absolutely itching at the sideline.
Do you mean the coach?
And yeah, that's what I said, coach.
Not the
What
ref.
The ref, though.
The LSE ref. There is no LSE ref. It's coach.
My words.
One varsity.
Oh, we have an LSE penalty very close to the try line. Imperial have been pushed back onto their try line to defend this one.
Oh, so
They need to run
I
up.
get one more concussion. I can't believe it.
And that is a second LSE try.
Fucking try! Come on, LSE!
We have massive excitement in the LSE stands. The cone is going back on. They probably need to invest in a tee at this point.
Fuck yes!
Are Imperial losing sight
LSE
of
got
it
to try.
in defence?
LSE got to try.
Imperial are potentially.
Losing sight of that win.
LSE got to try.
It's probably
They got to
still
try.
inside from Imperial.
They got to try.
LSE would have to do quite a lot to win this
LSE got to try.
back.
4 points.
LSE got to try.
4 scores.
It's now.
14. There is Ness. There is now 24 points between.
5 scores.
We'll just see
24,
what this conversion happens.
Here we go. This is the second try of the LSE season. How exciting.
Let's just wait for the
In the one match, it's all very exciting. Oh, silence for the kicker, silence for the kicker.
Silence for the kicker, please, at home as well.
Have your own little moment of peace.
Oh, and what a good kick!
Immense
That was
kick.
excellent, and I believe that went through.
I think it did.
It's quite hard to see
I did
from
not see
quite
the
far
flags go
away.
up.
We don't see any linesmen. We can't see the flags. We're just waiting for confirmation on the scoreboard, but we do believe that was a successful conversion.
I don't think
so it's
it was.
12-34 to Imperial,
Their points haven't
and there is
gone
now
up.
22 points separating the two teams, which is just 4 tries and a little conversion.
Only 4 tries. We can do that in,
4 scores in it, 12
minutes.
I mean, it's the props to the LSE team. They have managed to really turn this around.
They've not lost
Find
their
the
grit.
intensity.
Come back stronger, haven't they? Come
The
back
LSE
stronger.
coaches are looking much happier than they were before.
I quite like the idea
wants
of the
another
Harry Foster coach.
If we played
next
like
try
that for
wins.
80 minutes, we'd have smashed them. You could see.
I mean, yes, you do need to find that intensity a bit earlier on in the game, but it was a good try. Well done.
Who the better team is now?
I mean, I think
Next
we're all
try
aware of the
wins
better
is all I'm
team.
saying. Next try wins.
But we
That's not
shall
how the game
see.
works, unfortunately.
Next try wins. Oh, I think that should be a good game. Ball game.
Unfortunately,
I think so.
I love the.
And we have
energy
another
that LSE are
restart by
bringing, and
Prudence
I love
Lee.
the energy that the LSE
Good
supporters are bringing, but
drop kick.
unfortunately, the score says what the score says.
You know what though? You know what I'm a bit upset about is that in 2020 when we played this game, we had a bit more supporters than we do right now for the women's game.
And it was in the middle of the coronavirus. It was the beginning of the coronavirus.
It was beginning of we had more supporters.
Again,
and again,
it
we don't have that turnout today, and I'm a bit upset about it. Do you know what I mean?
I wish I could remember more of that day.
Actually, a nice positive tackle by Imperial.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I love it.
You know, I didn't know what day of the week it was, but I had the best day of the week.
I imagine it was a Saturday.
Really making much
That's what I would imagine. Clap and go hand after. Pick up.
Imperial regathered
No, we're having a throwback Thursday moment.
Stop throwing back. We're concentrating in the moment.
Sorry, we're throwing back too much.
Throwing it back here in the
We've been told
commentary.
off. We'll shut down. Sorry.
We're just enjoying the good chatter. We're having good chatter.
A good wee chat.
She's made so much ground.
Sorry, we're talking over. Zoe's trying to do real commentary and we're here just chatting shit.
And nice hands by Norther and
Lovely gather by
Lucy.
Norther.
And Lucinda was isolated with it. Come on, LSE! And number 15 through.
She's
Unlucky.
Hands gone. They go down again. And they're back almost on their line. It's as close. It's an intense citizen thing.
And it is unfortunately a knock-on
Yeah.
to LSE by Imperial.
LSE have got to
but
utilise the scrum now.
Lovely break by
Absolutely.
Imperial. We have an injured player
shit, yeah.
that someone should check on.
something
We are
about.
being checked on as we speak. We hope she's okay.
I think it's
Absolutely.
number 9, Prudence Lee.
Oh no.
We will.
Because it's scrum half.
Oh, she's just
No,
gone
number
half.
9
That's
isn't still in there, so that it was an
Oh,
incorrect
that's good, that's
assumption
good.
by Zoe Jeffers.
We've got LSE on their knees, paying
LSE
respect.
on their knaves, yes, that's very respectful. We like that.
Very inappropriate joke there.
Paying respect over there.
Little interview, and we have.
Paying respect for the injury, which is what we like. LSE are always the good sportsmen. Always.
So we have
always we are.
backs
Big
coach
up.
Sophie Ward here as an interview for the Imperial team. What have you got to say for your team? How are you finding the experience so far?
I think they're working really, really hard and really impressed with what they've been doing. They're working and showing what they've been doing at training and doing the grind. And that defensive line is absolutely fucking solid.
It was absolutely
LSE not getting
stellar.
through, and we're going to win this.
Absolutely. We've heard you might be getting an eyebrow slit.
Yes, can confirm.
I thought it was only if you did
What are the
score.
conditions?
If they were more than 30 up.
More than 30 up. We have confirmation that both coaches, Ashley Brandon and Sophie Ward, are getting an eyebrow slit. So we'll see if their team can make this
No, they're
happen.
not, because it's 34-5. That's
We
29.
will need.
That's
We will
29.
need another try.
I thought it was finishing the game 30 up.
Unfortunately, we've agreed to the eyebrows.
The scoreboard has unfortunately right now messed up. It should be 10:34, I think. LSE have got 2 tries. I know that
Yes,
much.
that is correct.
Oh, in fact,
She did
12.
actually make the conversion, we believe.
Yeah, so it should be 12:34, we think. So please ignore the scoreboard if you see it on your screen. No idea, really, to be honest. I don't
if we
really
could
watch on
get
YouTube.
someone to run over, I did it last time.
Yeah. I have told Charlotte Brady to go chat to Louis and tell him
Charlotte
what's
Brady,
going on.
we would love for you to please go and correct the scoreboard.
Go on, Charlotte Brady.
Excuse me, who's in charge of the board?
Charlotte
Lou
Brady's gonna
Benson
go talk
is
to
on
Louis, it's
charge.
okay.
Oh, yeah, the guy here that was like, where's your hairline?
Yeah,
Someone shouted that.
Yeah, that's Louis.
Maeve. Maeve. Can you go and tell him that the score is 12?
Apparently Louis.
Okay, Zoe's going.
Do you know
Zoe's going.
So we're having a little space for the injury, because obviously injury is very important.
So that was.
If you don't know, you sit out. It's very important. Concussions are a big thing. Any injury is.
Maybe Marina Artemau.
Oh, she's staying on. She's in it for the win.
What a bravery from this young player.
Lovely.
I have 2 microphones. Does that mean
That's
I'm...
nice. Doubly being broadcasted here. Doubly being broadcasted. Very important what she has to say. Very important. Future leader right here. Oh no.
I do hope these
It's fine.
microphones...
It's not broken. It's okay, Matt. I promise. Matt's looking at us with despair right now to the watchers of the
It
group.
is not broken. We can confirm it is not broken.
It's not broken. It works. It's fine. Matt, don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. He's not.
So we
it's
have,
not broken.
I
It's fine.
believe this was an LSE scrum for
Is
an
it? Oh,
Imperial
lovely.
knock-on,
Oh,
I
yeah,
believe.
You're right. Back in the day, back in those couple of minutes ago. And we'll see what happens now. Imperial are very close to the try line.
We have
LSE
still
are going
got
to
the
have to
full
work hard.
starting lineup on the team, I believe, on the field, sorry. For Imperial, sorry.
I have no idea for LSE. I'm so sorry. I
LSE,
don't
your
know the
15 has
information.
come off.
Yes, they have. That is true. That's true. Yeah.
We are getting the scoreboard fixed. We do apologise.
It is 12:34.
We haven't got a conversion yet.
No, we have.
Oh.
We have. I think we have though, haven't we?
Wait, yeah.
It's fine. Louis will know. He's pay attention to it. So we are going to assume that Louis knows what he's doing about. Big up Louis, the bold man. And yeah.
So we have strong defence
Sorry,
here
Brady,
by
right now. Time
Imperial.
to
They're
off
looking ready
LSE.
to
Hannah,
go.
what do you think about
I
that?
believe we probably should be looking for a kick.
I think we had a great
from this
game. I think
scrum.
the ladies have played
Nice
out
up. Nice defence by
Here we go. And
Prudence
LSE
Lee.
takes the ball out.
Good decision
and
to
it's
kick.
touch.
A
Come
good
on,
decision. Oh, and
LSE.
we have the ball in the commentator stands. That's fun.
So throwback to an varsity mini to maybe 1 year ago to Tracy, who's with us now.
Oh, Tracy, we
Getting
have.
a bit of a black speck in her eye and deciding she was blind.
First
And
of
actually,
all,
please, Steph.
that's a lie. Elbowed in the eye, and someone made up this alternative story because they thought they were funny. No.
So we have an Imperial line out here. Sorry, nice, lovely catch by Joe Van Pelt.
Oh, that was
fed
a good
out by
line-out.
Prudence
That was a
Lee,
good line-out.
Norlilla, Eleanor Russell, Lucinda Galtier to fullback Scarlett Yeadon. It looks like she wants a taste of that try. Unfortunately, she has been tackled slightly short, but a good, strong Imperial ruck.
Where's the second microphone? We lost the microphone for a minute.
And Imperial wingers are screaming for this ball. They want the chase.
Fun. Well, that's really awesome.
Really sorry if you guys just had feet noises. Gemma was.
And Imperial, LSE have regained possession. They did well to regain possession out of this. And strong in defence by Imperial. And we have an LSE penalty. Oh, and lovely kick. A nice kick to a good catch by Scarlett Yeadon. I think we will go back for that penalty.
Oh, what penalty? Oh, we're in advantage, sorry.
For off the feet, I believe, at the ruck.
Oh no. What is he going to do? They're going to kick it, they're going to carry it, who knows? Mystery lives on.
I think if I were LSE, I would look to kick here. Just.
I would agree, but I think with Carla holding it, I think they might carry it.
I guess.
Yeah, they are.
They're kicking it and running.
Nicely recovered by number 15, Scarlett Yeadon. Running into a pod of LSE players. And knocked forward in the tackle.
I think.
Number 8 did a very nice tackle there from Imperial
LSE
side.
have possession. What are they going to do with the ball? They're
no, we're coming back for the scrum now.
Yeah, we're going forward for the.
So the LSE scrum there.
Penalty?
Scrum. It's an LSE scrum.
It is an LSE scrum, guys. Don't worry, I was right. I was right.
I was right.
Yep, that's why I said it. And then you were like, look, I was stupid. Like, oh, maybe he's at a penalty scrum. I am just one.
That's who I am. That's who I am. Let's see how it goes out. Let's see how it goes out. Oh.
Oh, and I believe we do have uncontested scrums again. I think we've got a centre there, number 12. Nice forward pod there.
Who wants to know one of our commentators off and back now?
Shut the fuck up. Shout out to anyone watching from Bracknell here tonight. I'll be with you later.
Oh, and Imperial have possession again, and Marina Artemau. Oh, and a nice pop backwards to Norlilla, number 10, who was right. She's chasing that forward. Nice ground made.
Lovely.
We can really tell the difference this year of having two backs coaches on the Imperial coaching team with the offloads that the backs are producing here today. The offloads that all of members of the Imperial team are
we've got a penalty to...
Want everyone back, he's getting annoyed.
Or a knock on by Imperial, so that will be a scrum down to LSE.
Yeah, another scrum. It's really difficult. It's a bit damp out here, a little bit cold.
It's been a bit of a scrum game, a little bit, I would say.
Is that for a penalty? I'm very confused.
No, that's a scrum. That's a scrum.
Yeah, it is a scrum. We were right. The players were wrong. It is a scrum.
That's okay.
Scrum down, LSE. Let's.
Let's see. The scrums, I think, are uncontested at the moment, so not quite as exciting.
But
not quite sure why. Huh?
Why are they uncontested?
Yeah, I don't know, but they are because they're not moving. They're either uncontested or neither team wants.
No, they're not. They're contested.
No, but you still.
Oh, you're right. They are uncontested. They're uncontested.
And that was quite a wild pass from the 9.
Oh, big up that Six Nations game. And we're getting some hands. And they get tackled.
And number 13 making a good run. A penalty for a high tackle.
Penalty for
LSE. I was unlucky there, but that was...
Big up the penalty.
Does that... Nice penalty.
And they're running through. They're getting to that line right now.
Running another one up.
Wow. That's nice.
And trying to counteract, but not really much success there from Imperial.
Yeah, nightmare.
Nice positive tackle, but unfortunately LSE did get the offload.
Nice.
Another positive tackle. We're really driving LSE back towards there.
LSE is still getting over that gain line. They're still making ground.
They are still making ground. They're making a nice little ground on that right wing there. Imperial
did well.
Come on!
About 5-10 meters there from LSE just from that one ball.
It's nice, it's nice.
One.
It was indeed
And unfortunately, I believe that was a knock-on by LSE, so we'll have an Imperial scrum down. Just about in LSE's, in Imperial's half.
Just as LSE were gaining that momentum, there's a handling error. It's difficult.
It is tricky.
It's
the
difficult,
conditions are tricky. It's cold, it's wet,
and under
the wind has dropped.
Under that pressure when it's your ball, your phase, especially in the back.
And I can't lie, I'm freezing just standing here.
And as the LSE coach,
LSE coach.
Soap.
I don't quite understand that, but yeah, cool.
LSE coach believes catching
the rugby ball is like a bar soap. Yeah,
Not sure I agree.
I think
But that's okay.
Gemma is a few points
his input.
Oh, one of the coaches called me their best friend, and I would agree. He's my best friend too. That's cute, isn't it?
I think Gemma's missed a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely have.
And we have a nice Imperial scrum out to 12, out to 13. Lucinda Gautier wants that. She's running herself. And Lucinda Gautier is almost through from Imperial. What a good cover tackle by LSE. But a nice break by Lucinda. And Noor Limmer taking it in herself, number 10. Scarlett Yedon taking that prop. And then we have Kim Momentum.
The LSE coaches are rude. This is my intake.
Oh, and unfortunately was knocked forward there in the tackle, I believe, by Imperial. So we have scrum down to LSE. Again, these are uncontested, so it will go the LSE way. But that is unfortunate because the Imperial scrums were looking really strong.
When scrums are uncontested about this, it's about those loose forwards getting off quickly from that uncontested scrum to get back in the game.
Do we know why they're
number 6
uncontested?
is number 7.
I think it might be her.
They don't. I don't think LSE don't have the front row replacements able to push here.
It's like Italy,
But
isn't it?
you've got to bind on, you've got to follow the rules, but you've also got to be able to get back
Nice
to that loose
defense
And you've got to be
by
safe as well,
Imperial
absolutely.
backs.
I think if you can't put someone that's not trained in that position at all.
What a solid
a big tackle by Imperial.
and
a good rock by LSE, holding onto that ball.
Helen.
And the hands are going backwards. It is cold.
I would say always be wary of a back in the scrum cap, and I think that stands true today, looking at that massive dominant tackle.
That was a massive tackle.
What a scrum
Big
cap.
rock by Imperial. Wow. You guys have a very nice forward game, and I like it.
It is very cold.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I can't lie.
I think
wow, that was a solid run by the LSE player there. Imperial having to track backwards. Not ideal, but I'm sure they've got it covered.
And there's a penalty coming LSE's way.
Yeah,
if they want
advantages
it.
to
LSE
LSE
do
right
have
now.
an advantage for off the feet, I believe.
Yeah,
They've got to utilise it. They've got to utilise
nice
it.
positive ground being made by LSE here.
They can really push.
Oh, we're
push
going
LSE
right.
with these phases.
Not sure we've got an overlap on that side. Oh,
I think
but they are through.
Here we go, LSE. This is it. The nice run there. Nice
has
run.
been lost now. I think Imperial could probably do well to push up a bit more on the defence.
I think
on the
maybe some
attack.
tired legs here. We've got 2 minutes 30 left.
Wow.
Even subs here, getting a bit tired.
Absolutely.
Trying to push for that win, just trying to keep on to possession, especially for Imperial here with this scoreline. They know that if they just manage to hold LSE off, that they do have that win.
It's a tough game.
LSE have managed to regain a lot of possession, and they have got another penalty. I think.
And it's a penalty to LSE.
Imperial have certainly given away more penalties than LSE in this game.
And I think
they're taking it. They're driving. They are driving.
LSE want.
They've been stopped by the
They are now being driven backwards in the tackle.
Itching for a try.
Solid tackle by Imperial.
They've been showing a lot of momentum for they've had possession for a long time. And they've been showing a strong momentum towards that try line. They want another try here.
Absolutely. They just saw in the next 2 minutes. I feel that'd be a nice little ending to the game.
Even though I really rate that energy that LSE bring here, even with 1 minute
absolutely
down on the scoreline, they are still.
They're going for it. They want it. They want it.
And
you know
that's
what?
Rugby's all about.
Exactly. It's all about that sportsmanship. It's all about that keep going to the end of the game. Do you know what I mean?
You haven't lost until you've lost. Score's 0-0.
Exactly. Score is 0-0. Oh my God! What throwback! Wow! What
And
throwback!
LSE really look like they're picking up the momentum here.
Absolutely.
They want to.
And you know what? For those out here right now, it's
1
raining.
minute,
The floodlights
8 seconds,
are on.
7 seconds, 6 seconds
It
left.
is
What's going to happen?
atmospheric right now, I would say. This is the perfect condition to play rugby. I love it.
Oh, and LSE
I think
are
we got a nice
looking
one.
They passed it out there. There was some overlap there.
There was was an overlap.
Oh, is it?
LSE
Penalty,
unfortunately
but-
didn't get to capitalise on it.
I think that's something
There's
LSE
a bit of an
really missing
advantage
in this
to LSE
game.
there, I
We
think.
saw earlier
I
when in their first visit to the 22, they were just unable to get that ball out.
I was like this.
And I think that's
potentially,
you
yes,
know,
quicker hands would do
something for
them
them to
well.
work on. Oh no, but also just noticing the overlap.
But have they noticed the overlap? I think they noticed it there.
You know,
Unfortunately, Imperial defence are just too quick up at them.
You know, it's difficult. It's
And we have 25 seconds.
Oh, it's a penalty to LSE!
And we must also
Can
remember
they end the match with a
Are
strike? Can they?
LSE going to shut that score?
penalty. The last play potentially off the match.
Or are Imperial going to get
You know
that ball
what? If
and keep it
LSE could
out?
end with a try, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And it is a
Going
try.
wild.
It's a
And what has happened?
penalty to LSE.
The supporters are going absolutely fucking crazy here today.
We're loving
They
it. We're loving
want
it.
that
They are
little
so
try.
close
Yeah.
to that. Like, they're so close.
So,
And it is final full time here.
oh, held up.
We're
But
not.
what's happened in terms of the try?
It's full time. Is it full time? Let's go, LSE.
I think Imperial have definitely won.
don't know.
But did LSE get that
We
try?
believe
I
it's
don't
full
know.
time. Full time in the studio today. 12:34 to Imperial. We have got to go celebrate. Yay! Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We love you all, but we have got to celebrate the second Imperial varsity win.
We'll be back next year. Don't you worry, all. They'll be back. They'll be back. Come on, lads. Let's go.
Fair play. It's better than us.
Yeah, there's two.
No, there's not two.
Yeah, there's two.
Oh, fuck's sake,
Yeah, picture me now. Where was Mike's? Mike's up here. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Don't know where the fourth one is.
I'm on that one. That one on these small ones. How does this work?
Are they on already? Like the stream in here? Stream probably, yeah.
Yeah, no, mate. I'm thinking like I'm just gonna like be the lead, and I'll chat the normal shit. Then you can give like a bit of content on like the lads, a bit of detail on what's going on.
Every game this year, so he knows all the fellas and lads.
Exactly.
I know all the comes from socials.
Oh, I'm changing.
It's a longer one. I've got the longer one. Okay, there is meant to be another one as well.
We also need people to keep a steady stream of beers as well.
Yeah. I'll always get a picture. Can you guys John?
No,
not on the card. No.
Yes.
No.
Oh fuck it! I'm not doing it.
No, I'm just gonna do it anyway because I'm just gonna charge all these beers and say it's next time. Yeah. That's what I've been doing for my. Yeah, can you actually do that for us? So right now.
Yeah, if you get a jug or something.
Not Guinness, please.
Yeah,
anyone like you know who wants a jug of this?
Until we score.
I can do that. I mean, we can do seconds here. So they don't. The players in League 2. It's 3 seconds. I know. League 2, not this thing on second. No, I'm telling you no. What league above them? No, you literally delete the league below us, which is 3. Yeah, the league.
I should have seen Theo Alexis and Spencer.
Sorry, mate, because like last year we lost that. It was like one good thing, and every time I go, oh, another incredible time Spencer. He is fucking class. Okay, I'm gonna go find. Okay, I've got you two. I'm gonna go find the rest of the guys. Okay.
Yeah, Benson, can we get on live so we can announce the team? Yeah, so Guinness in hand.
Professional ramen. Oh, brilliant. How's Rifle? Enjoying the job? What's the boy? He seems like you're calling it all the time on Instagram.
Mate, I was just last week for a wedding.
What, Jolly? No, it just seems like you're always around.
I'm another live right now. No.
We are live, you say?
No, we're not. I just want to get live so we can announce the teams.
Absolutely.
And so I'm getting you to announce the teams.
Cool.
Yeah, good shout. So is it the Daytonic or the King's Game?
I've got it written down on my phone. So Ronald, these are the two LSC blokes that are doing it. There's 4 mics, I'll find the other ones and I'll put the other ones. And if not, you can just hold it to it. Have you got the two showing?
Yeah,
so I'm pushing it. There's no microphone there. They're kind of, these ones are like ones you don't, I still think I tell you that here's more important there. I like you'll talk around it.
I've got a massive voice, so that's
how I say. Jamie, nice to meet you. Fraser. Nice to meet you.
Harry, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Are you at
I graduated 3 years ago now, I think.
Have you done it every year, have you?
I've done the last 2 years.
Did you do it in 2018?
Probably, yes.
Probably. Right, okay, yeah, that's what I watched before I came to LSE.
Oh, okay, there we go. That would be
what decisive impact you've had on my life?
No, so what can I say?
And that's report.
No, I hate the kind of like, because obviously I don't really know many about even the Imperial lads. I always get the general chat. This is my third year. This is my third year.
I'm sorry, you're talking
Alright,
shit.
are we able to get live soon so we can announce teams and stuff?
Yeah, live. So did you get a microphone as well, or was it just...
Yeah, it's on there.
Oh, God. And they all work.
They do well, we have no idea.
Which ones?
Is it already on?
Is the live stream on? Should we meet each other on the live stream? So a bit of rapport.
Apparently we're already live now.
Rapport on comms.
Okay. Hello.
Are you lead broadcaster?
I think I'm like Nick Mullins.
You're Nick Mullins, and
are you Ben Kay and Austin Healy?
He's Brian Moore, mate. He's Brian Moore.
Andy Nichols in Scotland.
Or you're not here.
We're already on apparently, so everyone's heard.
Oh, okay.
Okay, should we get announced some teams?
Oh, should we? Announce some teams. Yeah, fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get press
Oh,
on that.
apparently you know what you're doing. So I don't Do you actually have a job as well, or is this your thing?
No, I don't have a job. Who's the official sponsor? Is it
Daytonic,
yeah. The Daytonic City Varsity.
Come on. Come on. So apparently we're actually quite a minor role in this. We've got Nick Mullins over here, Brian Moore. I'll be
Jim Hamilton.
Fuck Jim Hamilton, pal. Yeah.
Hamilton's quite a good value. I can't lie.
Yeah, I think he's really good, man. Where are you from, Scotland?
Inverness.
Yeah,
I'll go behind this. I'm from Edinburgh.
I live down my life. Yeah.
I know all
the King's Game.
Daytonic and King's Game. That's it.
Okay, let's get going. Right.
Right on.
Get yourself on there.
Down by the entrance. Sorry,
It was sit still, I've got two hands. It was sit still, I've got two hands.
We are back. 2 long years wait for the reasons we know why. But we are back at the Kingsgate City Varsity 5. A lot of new faces in the teams, but the rivalry has not left us. So as we approach kick-off between Imperial College and London School of Economics, I'm now going to come to 2 current students to give us the teams. Fraser first for the Imperial side.
Thank you very much, Allian. So starting in the Lucy, we've got Joe Berry, hooker Ollie Tatlow, at tight head Animesh Misra. In the locks we have Fraser Reid, who will also be captaining the Imperial side today, along with Hugh Tompkins. At blind side we've got Adam Brosco, open side fresher Joe Garforth, and number 8 last year's man of the match Sean Nakai. And number 9 we've got George Morgan. At fly half another fresher Ed Bruin. At 11 we have Tam the Irish man, and at 12 we have Theo Alexis. 13 Spencer Ingle, 14 Will Ridge, and at fullback Marcus Chung. And on to the substitutes. At 16 another fresher Sam Johnson, 17 Leon Christie, 18 Rob Wakefield, 19 Harry Fox, 20 Walter Taylor, 21 Corey Clark, 22 Dylan Blinsky, and 23 Matt Speechley.
Thank you very much, guys. Can I just check your names?
It is Harry.
And Fraser.
Harry, Fraser, Jamie, and
Milan.
Fantastic. So at number 1, we've got Thomas Melody, sing us a tune. At number 2, we've got Alex O'Connor. Number 3, Ben Wilding. Number 4, Ed Boston. Number 5, Tom Dusto. Number 6, James Sorking, dirty number 6, got a yellow card in the last City Varsity. Number 7, Matthew Ferguson, Mudder. Number 8, Alex Campion. Number 9, Antoine Leverie. Number 10, Ludo Milne. Number 11, Khalif Sharaman. Number 12, Kai Minkowicz. Number 13, Ben Cox. Number 14, Joe Ownsley. And sitting in at fullback, Mark Ravenscroft. On our bench today, we have at number 16, James Brown. Number 17, Ronit Anand. Number 18, Jack Fenner. Number 19, Phil Saunds. Number 20, Kareem Akarakiri. Number 21, William Bowman. Number 22, Jacob Bow. And number 23, Alexandra Russo.
Thank you very much, chaps. The team just on their way out now, being led out by the officials. The crowd is absolutely buzzing for this one. I can't wait, boys. Don't know about you guys.
Incredibly exciting. It's been a long 2-year wait since the last City Varsity, and we've all been counting down the days this week as the boys walk onto the pitch.
And you know what I say? Very dramatic. I've never seen 2 teams run out together in tandem, led by the officials, and I can't quite work out.
I can only hope we're going to get a rendition of the national anthem.
I hope it might be for Ukraine.
We appear to have a form of minute silence coming up, and minute applause. Minute applause.
A minute clapping, and whatever it's.
As we know, it's been an extremely tough time around the world with what's happening in Ukraine right now, and the members of the Imperial College and London School of Economics sides right now paying their respects to the Ukrainian people. So wonderful from the players and the fans alike. And now we get going. What a game in store for chaps.
Good to put such a big event in perspective.
Absolutely. So it looks like LSE to kick off here. Ludo Milne at 10. He's played a few games now, I think, in City Varsity.
This is second game playing in the City Varsity. In the first year, so he's in first year, he's playing number 12. He got a really nasty head knock, but was showing some real signs of promise. Very good with his feet, very good with his hands, and I've never met a bloke who is more passionate about university rugby.
That is absolutely love to hear. Fraser, who should we be keeping an eye out from the Imperial side of things?
Look, it's obvious from the Imperial side of things. It's all about number 8, Sean Mackay. Man of the match 2 years ago. He's going to look to come out firing as he did back then. And also number 12, Theo Alexis. Look, it's going to be an exciting game from both sides, lads. I cannot wait to get this sorted.
And here we go, the kick-off from Milne. Deep into the 22. Left by Nakai. And boosted away by Imperial.
Already back in LSE hands, and that's what we like to see.
Yeah, just towards the 10-metre line there. Solid touchline from a deep kick. LSE will be happy with that start.
Just back on the matchup, she's saying Theo Alexis at number 12. We've got a gentleman at number 12 called Kai Minkowicz, and he's also a very, very good player. So it'll be interesting watching throughout the game how those two match up against each other.
What an exciting matchup we have there at the 12s. Keep an eye out, folks. First light of the match. Slight overthrow, but ultimately gathered back by LSE. This is Laboret at 9. Feeds on to the LSE forwards who drive it up. Solid first carry there. Again from 9. Keeping it tight in the pack to start with.
Carrying up there, Matthew Ferguson, Mudder. This is his second or third cap.
Step from Milne. Solid defence there from Imperial. They'll be happy with that one. Tight once again. Carried from the loose head prop Melody.
Thomas Melody carrying up there. He played Leicester Tigers up until the age of under 16.
That's a good standard rugby, that. Oh, knocked on there from LSE.
A really promising first defensive set from Imperial, must be said. We saw LSE go through the phases, but to no reward.
Exactly. All 9 of Imperial supporters are clapping right now.
What a wonderful first input that was.
Great analysis from my LSE friend, brother.
But no, Fraser, couldn't agree more. That's a fantastic start for Imperial.
So look, from a front row's perspective, first scrum of the day is going to be incredibly exciting. Conditions were a bit greasy out today, so it's going to be exciting to see if the scrum holds up. Isn't that right, Allium?
Mr. at tight head though, he's got the experience playing some big games, City Varsity's bottom matches. The guy knows what he's up to. He's a class operator.
I read the programme, claims to be 100 kilograms. I don't believe it for 1 second.
The programme is interesting.
Morgan finds Alexis. It's a strong first carry, but well defended.
It's a strong first carry if your idea of a strong first carry is a shit carry.
And some thunderous tackles coming in there for LSE on the Imperial backs.
Big thing about LSE is we're fucking hard, mate. We're hard, we love it.
Where's the passion? Hey up. Me.
Hello, mate. I need for distance.
Morgan with the kick, which looks like it's going straight out on the full. That one is out on the full. That will come all the way back towards the Imperial 22. Not the start that George Morgan at number 9 would have been looking for.
I think the Imperial lads just need to settle down. Look, it's a big occasion for all the boys, but they need to settle down, do the basics, and just believe in themselves.
LSE fans engaged in a very witty chant of wankers, wankers, wankers.
The atmosphere is absolutely buzzing right now. Not another clean line though from LSE, not straight. We'll go back to the scrum. Fraser Weller.
Well, the first scrum held up, but Imperial didn't see one of those strike plays we were hoping to see. We just saw it through the hands and straight into contact. Can we see a bit more creativity?
It doesn't look like Imperial know how they're going to get out their half. How do you think they go from here to get into a bit of possession, a bit of territory?
I'd be looking for a touch here. I mean, are we in the 22 or just outside of the 22? I'd be looking for a kick to touch. Relieve the pressure.
If they did kick for touch, let's not forget it would be brought back into the 22 before they did so.
In fact, it's something I don't think we've actually quite taken into account yet. There is a little bit of a wind going in LSE's favour, but that is a great start off the scrum there for LSE.
The fans and
penalty
the boys on the
for holding on in front of the sticks for the posts. It would have been the Kai off 8, that was. So
going to kick for touch here. The little thing Ludo Milne told me on the bus, captain and fly half.
You're going for posts.
You're going for posts.
Yeah, you're going for posts.
Everything in our half is being kicked for posts. And you're laughing, but that was the genuine tactic.
Okay. I think that's the right decision though in a game like this. It comes down to fine margins and it's in front of the sticks early on. Get points on the board.
I think a characteristic though of university rugby is a kick percentage is never 100%.
I was going to say, yeah.
Is it? Probably for the best.
Yeah, a few minutes ago, yeah.
You saying that?
Geezer? Pleasure, Fraser.
That's some pleasantries on comms.
And that's 3 points in there for LSE, Ludo Milne, the fly half and captain. Strong start for LSE, this Imperial looking to bounce back immediately.
3-0, do you know what that looks like? 30-0.
Feels like it.
Are you on comms? Are we all on comms?
Yeah.
Oh, we're on comms. Good.
I have no idea. I had like headphones last time, everything.
We weren't allowed in the commentary box last time. Oh, what a shame.
This is Marcus Chung now,
Offside.
kicking back into the LSE half. First time that the ball has found its way into the LSE half. LSE gathered well.
Sorry. No, it's fine. I was going to say Alex O'Connor there, carrying up. He did his first year of university at University College Dublin, and he played for the freshest team at that university, which is a very high standard of rugby. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that insightful knowledge. High kick up, letting it bounce. Oh,
and that's shocking from Imperial there. Shocking from the winger.
Bridge has done impeccably well after his initial error.
Well, thank goodness for that. I don't know what he was thinking letting that bounce there.
Particularly the way the ball bounced on these artificial pitches.
And it's an absolute miracle there from the Imperial lads, because Joe is our top scorer this year, and he's an absolute fiend.
Isn't that funny? Because his opposite man, Woolridge, is our second top scorer. Well, did well to chase him down there. We're going to have the line out.
Second top scorer, obviously.
Play is still very much going.
One thing to
apologies for my co-coms there, Fraser. He was not watching the game.
One thing to know about the commentary box.
LSE though carrying strong right by the Imperial line. keeping it tight with the forwards. And it is
a fantastic turnover deep into the Imperial 22.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty. One of my fellow co-commentators got rather excited at the prospect of an LSE try, but it is an Imperial penalty. And
decorum, lads.
By Marcus Chung. That is a heck of a relief.
Superb defence there from Imperial, clearing the line. Let's see what we can do with ball in hand now.
One thing to note, though, is Imperial haven't had the ball and they don't look like they're going to trouble anything like a score. So I think it's worth noting, we're 40 minutes in, surely?
But what you can say is that is one of those moments where that will feel like a lost opportunity.
Momentum swings. Momentum swings.
Absolutely.
But one thing I know about these guys is they've got no idea what momentum is. So that's a joke about science. That's it.
But Imperial anyway off there.
Yes, you are, Hugo Coide. Yes, you are.
And it continues to be LSE ball in the Imperial territory. So LSE with the line out.
We don't have official stats, but if I was to guess, it'd be 0% of this game has been played in LSE half.
I'm maybe looking at about 3%, but I will.
Can I just remind my LSE commentator that it is early on in the game?
Knock on from Imperial with the advantage to LSE. Labier at 9, finding the LSE forwards, trucking it up. Again, keeping it tight, maybe the weather, slight factor for that.
The defence stays strong for Imperial. These carries not producing anything, really.
You've got to say, Fraser, they've got to have something, so they don't have attack. So if they can defend, that's good for them.
And that's a penalty to LSE for not releasing against who appeared to be Sean Nakai. It's another shot at the post for Ludo Milne.
It's Imperial's discipline that's really letting us down at the moment. I think that might be 4 penalties already.
That's a great stat. As I said earlier, Ludo Milne says he's going to kick everything at post. And if there's one thing you can say about Ludo Milne, it's he'll put all the pressure on his shoulders. He really cares about this stuff, and he'll put all the pressure on his shoulders.
The second thing about Ludo Milne is that on paper, he is my type. So if you think you look like Ludo Milne, pop up to Milan Korshal on all social media platforms.
Thank you, that wonderful piece
like
of
a horse.
If there's one thing that I briefly touched, and I think we are maybe a little bit shaded from here, is there really is quite a strong breeze, actually, that I feel like we're being shaded by over here. And
shaded by Fraser.
And I just wonder, are Imperial struggling to exit right now from their own half? Milne looks solid. Another 3 points. This is a top-class professional start from the London School of Economics.
Do you want to ask you, Fraser, at this point, are you a current player in the team?
Twos player. Current twos player.
Yes. What's your emotions about being on this pitch now?
I do understand where the question came from. A man like my physique, you'd think I'd be running out with the boys today, but no. Putting the studies first.
I mean, you've got to think it would be an amazing experience to be on this pitch right now.
How about yourself, mate? How about yourself?
Early injury in the season, haven't been on the pitch since, but what an experience we've been.
We've all heard that one before. Knee injury, was it?
Shoulder. First time Imperial have enjoyed any time in.
And that's an absolutely shocking kick from the LSE number 10.
But it's a knock-on from the 13, Spencer Ringham.
And now the penalty for offside off the knock-on. That is an absolute another shocker from an Imperial point of view.
My experience of the first time I played varsity 2 years ago was that Imperial were very, very sharp on penalties. And it looks like they've not stayed to that form. It's been a lot of penalties against the Imperial boys.
I know we're only 10 minutes in, but this is absolutely killing Imperial right now.
And back into the white team's half.
And Milne has got that big boot on him. He's really putting pressure on the Imperial boys.
11.
The loud support from LSE definitely cannot be helping the Imperial mindset right now.
No, the noise is a different level right now.
Being on the back foot and hearing this, it must be very difficult. But all I can say from an LSE point of view is let's have them. They look ready to be taken.
Yeah, not much debate here in the commentary box, but Labier finds Milne. Carry up from LSE, strong that into Nakai. Milne again. This time out the back. We talk about that 12 battle. That's a strong start from LSE.
Advantage
to LSE. Looks like it's off the feet from Imperial.
Is that another penalty there from the man in white?
Another one.
Kai Minkovic there, putting out a big fan, 5 fingers saying, "Don't you bloody dare."
LSE probing again, Milne out the back. It's a great tackle from a brilliant read, but we come back to the penalty.
Ben Cox there, number 13, 18-year-old gentleman who deadlifts 220 kilograms.
That's a hefty amount.
I'm going to argue I have no idea what that means, but he's got a lovely back.
He told you to say that, really,
didn't he? Lovely back.
How many points he's for that one?
Just a kiss.
Milne for the post again, though.
You'd be rolling in your grave if you didn't think Milne's going to try and kick this one.
It looks like that's where he's going.
And to be fair to him, he's kicked the last 2.
That is looking really soft.
Definitely is the hardest kick of the night, though, especially with this breeze that's just come in now. This is going to be a very tough kick.
We base towards the bottom right-hand corner. I don't know how helpful that is. And this could be a little bit difficult, just coming off Milne's left shoulder here, going across the post from left to right. It's a tough kick of the night.
There's a ball gentleman shouting at me.
Scoop that one a little bit. It looks like they're missing to the right. And
his name is Benson, we're all used to that.
That is a let-off for Imperial College. A massive let-off. A let-off that. No, I missed it.
No, didn't get it.
No, I missed it. Just push it to the right.
Well, what?
Scooped it a bit. Scooped it. It didn't quite get it all.
I've always said 2 from 3 is a fantastic success rate.
At this level as well, you know, if you're rocking it at 66.
In life, 2 from 3 is fantastic success rate.
15 here.
Mark Ravenscroft there. Arguably one of the fantastic rigs I've ever seen in my life. That man rode for Britain, not a lie, at the age of 15, and he has got a 6-pack like you've never seen.
That was a lovely impact there between Alexis and Cox.
They called him Magic Mark because of how good his body is.
Great insight from my LSE co-commentator there.
Anyway,
what everyone wanted to hear.
Fraser Reid picking up for Imperial College on their own 10-metre line.
An 8-pack.
Morgan at 9, looking to establish a bit of authority in the game.
That's a good carry there.
Imperial's carries here remind me of the first time I touched my balls. Once again, proves they don't know what to do with them.
Right now, Imperial's kicking game is all over the place. That's 2 out on the full within 12 minutes. That really isn't good enough at this stage of the game, at this level of match.
Does he know if he's left or right-footed?
Right now, I honestly don't know. I'm as confused as he is.
How have I got here? What have I?
It's bloody cold.
I would love some gloves.
I've got to say, thank you very much to all the Imperial guys for sorting this out, but the luxury in the commentator's box is very limited. Hey!
Yeah, it was no lift.
He went up long.
So the referee's given a free kick here to the LSE for an early lift.
I think
difficult decision here of exactly what to do. Can't go directly for touch. Obviously no post on option. Maybe the spiral bomb or a scrum, which is the call for.
Scrum here. Is this? It's not first scrum of the game, is it?
No. As my LSE co-commentator been watching the game, this is about the 3rd scrum we've had. Honestly, I'm just as embarrassed as he is.
But
I can't see. I'm standing behind Fraser.
I'm going to say, with the wind in play, I'd love to have seen the spiral bomb there. I think, you know, that could have
adds a nice diversity to the game.
Yeah, exactly. Something a little bit different. I think that could have caused absolute havoc for the Imperial backfield. But anyway, LSE's scrum looks like the upper hand here. Scrum's gone down, but the referee plays on. Milne with the attempted kick pass. And it has been fouled, but into touch. There's calls for the high tackle, which the referee has given.
Round his neck is what the LSE fans shout, and they are absolutely right. It's another penalty to LSE. You've got to think now, if you're the Imperial coach, you're planning your half-time speech, you're bringing up the videos of Woody John McBride from the 1970s Lions tour, and you're saying, please stop giving away some flipping penalties.
right now that is the absolute thing that is killing Imperial College.
A little personal battle I think might be worth looking out for is I saw at the last break in play that Imperial 9 had a late hit on Antoine Labouré R9, and I saw Antoine, who is a famous emotional player, give him a couple of eyes across the pitch. I think it might be worth, in a couple of following moments of the game, watching out for that personal battle.
It's going to be a good battle there. My good friend George Morgan at number 9, northern as they come, fiery as they come. He'll be at that all day, and good on him.
Anyway, scrum time here for LSC. ABA with the ball in, and
it's two good regions as well, the North and the French. And
here
that's,
we go. Mill finds Cox in the midfield. LSE pushing once again. The long ball. Misra's got to make the hit, and he's missed it. And LSE are in for a try.
With the finish in the corner!
That is a huge try for LSE.
Ludo Milne waving his hands to the crowd, telling us get up for it. You do not need to tell us to get up for it.
This LSE team, this LSE crowd are up for this game. They are absolutely bouncing. They are absolutely
goosebumps.
bouncing.
I've got goosebumps, Fraser.
That's because I'm cold.
And a bit more.
I'm going to say right now Imperial have just not got up for this game at all. Like, LSE are playing brilliantly, don't get me wrong, but Imperial have not put anything in right now into this game. They've offered absolutely nothing.
Absolutely right, Allingham. It's a mixture of the ill discipline and basic errors, not making it into touch, just really letting Imperial down at the moment, and all of the momentum is with LSE.
And I just want to say as well, like, it's worth paying attention to the narrative. We are a team that is a league below, who really, well, apparently because Imperial are getting promoted this season, so next season might be 2 leagues below, and it's a really emotional setup for this team.
This is a regular narrative that we've had the whole time since City Varsity first started. I think Imperial have been in the leagues above every single time, and they've only won 1 out of 3 so far. So out of 4, I meant 1 versus 3, but thank you very much.
They're a big game team, LSE.
Varsity matches, it's just completely different. It doesn't matter who's coming in with form, doesn't matter what league you're in, players get up for these games. Exactly, absolutely level playing field.
0-0 at half-time. 0-0 at half-time.
Anyway, we're now
apart from us,
18 minutes into the game, and LSE already have an 11-point lead.
Jakob Bow on the bench, taking his top off here. The crowd are going wild.
Sean kicks it deep into the LSE 22. What a carry from Wilding. Milne again. Debatably flat, but Ridge knocks that back. And the referee's come back for forward pass. It did appear to just float slightly forward.
You've got to think that that's probably not the case, but Ludo Milne blows a raspberry that says all the words for you.
Imperial with a scrum in a very good position here, just outside of the 22. Let's see what they can do.
Comfortably the best position Imperial have found themselves in.
And you can see now the ref explaining to the front row that that's the 22, and they've not been there all game, but that is part of the pitch.
Misra looking determined here.
What
Maybe
I
looking
would
to make
give to
up
have
for the
8 men
missed tackle on the
breathing
try.
down my neck right now.
Morgan Ray would put the ball in. Brune at 10. Looking pensive. Solid scrum from both sides. Morgan finds Brune. Spingle.
It's great line speed there from LSE.
Yeah, it's offside though. Oh. The line speed was great, but it is offside.
It's an insight into, though, that the first time with Imperial on the ball, LSE get right up in their face and did mistakes.
From an illegal position, may I add.
I think that's the point, though, isn't it? We're saying.
Imperial are taking the chance at the 3 points right now.
I think it's just keen to get on the scoreboard, right? Imperial have been really poor for 20 minutes.
Well, you said it, and you're a man from Imperial. Really poor.
They have been, you know. They've offered absolutely nothing all game. They've had 1 attacking opportunity, got 1 penalty. That's not a bad return. So I think they take this.
I mean, look, for a team that's not been in the 22 once, to take away 3 points at this part in the game.
Still not even in there.
It's still not even in the 22.
I think the word is clinical that you're looking for.
Clinically shit.
Marcus Chung, anyway, looks over this kick for Imperial College. Strikes it.
Has he missed it?
Pretty purely, and that's 3 points for Imperial College. That gets them on the scoreboard. I'm sure that is the confidence boost that Imperial College needed.
These aren't even prescription. I can't.
Hands up, boys! Come on!
I've got to say, at this point in the game, I prefer to be wearing royal purple. I'd rather be on the LSE ranks than in the Imperial ranks, and that is just because of the scoreline.
I mean, who wouldn't right now? Like, this is very much a repeat of that initial kickoff. Imperial exiting in between the 22 and 10 metre line. LSE will be very happy with that return. I've got to say, it just feel like the wind is playing an impact right now. The kicks are going deep. Imperial have struggled to exit. I'll be fascinated to see how this turns in the second half.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely impacting Imperial more than it is the LSE boys because we've scored a couple of kicks. But
LSE deserved the lead as well, to be clear.
Oh, we deserve the lead for sure. It's a lot of pressure on the Imperial boys. And also another thing as well, I remember a couple of years ago we did not have the nudge in the front, and it looks like we've definitely got a physical nudge on these boys.
But it's incredible turnover on the ground there, and Imperial look to break down the blind side.
Great hit by Ludo Milne there.
Fantastic tackle there. Milne has been excellent so far, hasn't he?
He's a very skillful boy, and I can't say enough.
Carries
really
up for
cares.
Imperial. Morgan bossing at 9, appears to be exiting here.
Looking like a box kick, and we like that. And it's found grass.
Well,
penalty advantage has been taken back for the high tackle from LSE
coming
on
back
the Imperial
though for
player.
a high tackle against.
Things are starting to look up for Imperial, really, aren't they, Harry?
It's taking a slight turn. There's been a little bit of momentum shift since that penalty. A little bit of luck sometimes just does make that little difference, and Imperial will be delighted with the with the quick turnaround that we've had here.
I'll let him speak first.
Solid touch
it's a decent
there
kick to
from
touch.
Marcus
The
Chung.
opposition 10. What's his name again?
Puts Imperial somewhere in between
Marcus
the
Chung.
10 metre line and
a great name.
22.
It's a big day to be out today. It's the first ICV, TCV varsity in several years. And I think you can sense that the crowd is also feeling the excitement of the occasion being
crowd's
back.
buzzing, isn't it? Crowd's absolutely buzzing.
Jamie Miller and his stinky red glasses are back, so I'll hand it back over.
It is line out time for Imperial, again in a fantastic position just outside of the 22. And it finds Fraser Reid clinically, and here we go with the driving maul. Imperial driving forward towards that 22 now with great momentum as we're into the 22.
It's a heck of a drive for Imperial College.
It's nice to see a bit of brutality for Imperial, who've
rampaging forward.
So
the ball hits the ground there, and Morgan organises. Finds Alexis at 12, who steps off his right foot. Milne causing all sorts of difficulty at the ruck. Pick and go round the left-hand corner, and it's a penalty!
Who's
making that second movement there, wasn't it?
No, I think it's Tough Mudder, number 7.
He was making the second movement.
Tough Mudder, number 7, so that's his second TCV cap, third TCV cap, was it? Third TCV cap. He's a master student, did 3 years at LSE, and that is probably his 15th still in a varsity shirt.
Milne really using that win. That is an absolutely massive
kick to touch there from the LSE boy.
And you know, if there's anything you can say about number 7, Tough Mudder, he just loves to play. He just loves to play.
That is some of the finest commentary I've ever had the pleasure of hearing. Anyone that just loves to play rugby.
I wish I could lie. He just loves to play. He just loves it.
I've known Tough Mudder for about 3 years now, and he's shaken my hand twice. I'm hoping that tonight can be the third time that happens.
Aren't we all?
He can shake my hand as well if they win.
Here we go with another LSE line-out, somewhere they're having problems with, and Imperial stealing.
It's a heck of a steal.
Big
I mean,
Berry
debatably forward off the steal.
And it's Mizra again, but it does brilliantly in the tackle, gets the ball down, and George Morgan to play the ball at the bottom of the row.
That is some physicality there from Mizra. Finds Captain Reid, who has gone well behind the gain line, but
loves it.
Imperial still had the ball slow.
Finds grass again, George Morgan with the box kicks. It does look like they're working.
15 stood very deep there. That's a great return.
Great return from Riggins-Croft there.
LSE carrying again. Reid with the tackle. Going to roll out of there. Referee is quick.
Another silly penalty.
I think it's
from
worth looking
Imperial.
out for there.
Relieving
James
the
Hawkins.
pressure.
Sorry, I was just about to say, James Hawkins there, an absolute technician of the game. He's not the fittest man on the pitch, he's not the strongest man on the pitch, but he knows how to play rugby. And what he's done there is he's trapped in the Imperial player with his left leg, making sure that LSE secure the penalty.
Some may say smart, I say dirty.
Dirty number 7.
I say
dirty
clever.
number 6.
I say clever.
Clever and dirty. It's actually your name on Hinge, isn't it? Clever and dirty.
What's this
on the play for?
Hey, we had a little head knock. We got a little head knock to Misra here. No. He's just having a little check-up.
Ludo!
You can clearly hear the effects that Ludo Milner's had in this so far. His opening 25 minutes to City Varsity. The crowd cheering his name. What impact he's had so far.
I'd just like to give a shout out to the gentleman in the tweed blazer who's speaking to the whole team. He is Jack Parkhurst. He is our first team coach. LSE for the first year in a very long time has managed to expense a first team coach. Jack Parkhurst is our man. He's done a very good job.
He's also looking really sharp, isn't he?
Oh, he's dressed for the occasion, hasn't he?
Looking really
He's
sharp.
just come off 80 minutes with London Scottish Lions, was the amateur team. Probably not an important fact for the game, but
played for them once. I did.
Did you?
I appreciate that chat though. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, we've got a connection. You'd probably be at LSE.
He's also got a walkie-talkie, which I'm a big fan of. That is showing some serious
You look like a walkie-talkie man.
But Milne misses touch here about his first error of this game.
When you've made that many positive impacts in the game, you can afford to miss touch once.
Marcus Jung causing all sorts of issues. Offload back in from
Incredibly well
Imperial
skipped the ball
College.
in, and Imperial
Brilliant
going
play
through the phases, relieving pressure.
Morgan.
It's great to see.
Morgan setting it up again, looking at exit. I find that quite bizarre in these wind conditions. You're almost going to feel they could hold on to the ball a little bit more, try and play through the phases a little bit, because this kick's not going to go well.
Fraser, do you reckon you can give us an insight why Imperial are kicking the ball away so often?
Milne kicked into space. Here we go. LSE. Bit of football. But Chung's picked it up. Here we go. Bit of space for Marcus Chung.
Superb there, making about 10 metres in the rough.
It's very confusing for me why Imperial are kicking the ball away so often. They've not had any ball through their hands.
Particularly the difficulty in the wind, you almost feel like they should just take it up put it up the jumper a bit more. Keep playing.
Here, they've had 2 or 3 carries where they are making yards, and yet they still kick the ball away as soon as they get the opportunity.
Nakai.
You say that, but we're looking now. Imperial going through the phases and doing well, getting over the gain line.
Turnover once again though from LSE. Driven back by Imperial, but LSE will be more than happy with that result.
And LSE have turned the ball over. First carry back.
They now go the blind side. Numbers looking out there. Flat pass out to the wing. Dealt with well though by Imperial College.
That's Khalif. He's rapid. Not to be confused with Mia Khalif, his sister.
Get that microphone off him now.
Pressure on Will Ridge.
Superb take from Will Ridge under immense pressure there.
It's a great hit from a man.
He's got turnover written all over it. Oh, you've got to say that feels really generous for Imperial College there. I've got to say, we haven't quite got the images up with us here, but that feels really fortunate for Imperial College there. LSE looks absolutely all over that one.
I've got a third-party analysis here.
Unfortunately, the Imperial
it's got to be up to Imperial's back three to step forward.
Making about 5 metres. LSE with another line out in the Imperial half. The line out's not been functioning well for them, have they, Allingham?
No, it's difficult to tell at the moment. You know, there haven't been a huge amount of line-outs, and to say there is a bit of wind in play, it always makes it difficult. Me, myself being a former hooker, Fraser a hooker as well, it's always difficult in these windy conditions.
It goes over again.
Looks like there's the initial knock on there though from LSE. And we'll have a scrum down to Imperial. Nah, he was knocked on initially by LSE. So, scrum down here for Imperial College on their 10-metre line. Good attacking opportunity. I'd just say, chaps, I'd really like to see Imperial have a bit of a run here. Been a lot of kicking into the wind.
A couple of carries off 10. Here we go, bit of a special move. I tell you what's happened there.
Alexis with the step, but well tackled.
I tell you what's happened there. That move's been played by Ireland 3 times in this Six Nations, and they've done exactly the same thing. Pretended to go, they're going to go open side.
Right.
Played it to the 9, it's gone blind.
Play, it's not the time for this sort of analysis.
Sorry.
Are you just doing that off the top of your head? Yeah. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Alan has found a fan.
We can't really write commentary for a game we haven't seen.
So
that sort of analysis.
Someone get that boy down.
Anyway, we've got a. Oh, here we go! Here we go! This is what we're here for!
Go on, James, get in there!
Oh, I love it! Oh, I love it! A bit of slap and tickle!
There's the first little bit of handbags there from the City Varsity.
It's safe to say Imperial came out on top of that one there.
Unfortunately, short-lived.
If you take losing as winning, then I've been winning my whole life. Hi, Mum!
On your head.
Where'd you find him?
Imperial find a solid touch there.
I'm the corner sock guy.
Just about on the 10-metre line there.
All day.
Go Tats.
Tats in his ripped undershorts.
Tats another fresher up the hooker there. The line-out for Imperial has been functioning a bit better than it has for LSC. Let's see what happens here.
That is a poor throw, I'm going to say
it. It's fantastic still. James Dawkins there, an absolute line-out technician. High tackle, sir. High tackle, high tackle.
I've got to say, I feel that's really unlucky.
I'm with you there, Allingham.
It is a penalty. It is a penalty. Yeah. But he's really ducked into that, and for me, that's absolutely no more.
It's the rules of the game we love.
Here we see the ref consulting the touch judge on the decision.
I can't believe they're chatting about this.
Just a penalty.
God, yeah,
thank goodness.
Say, that'd have been a
Game's gone soft. Would have obviously, from my part-time position, wouldn't mind a yellow card, but like for the sake of the game, it wasn't a yellow card. He's a man who is prone to exaggerating an injury.
Yeah, I'm not going to exaggerate. Like, oh!
The commentary is just a conversation.
Well, that's the best thing about it. It's rapport.
Well, we're just getting on, aren't we? Isn't it? You know, we made
yeah. I got him on LinkedIn earlier, so it's
have you got LinkedIn?
Oh no!
Do you have LinkedIn?
Get gone!
If you'd like to follow my Instagram, though, it is. Yeah, it is going to plug my Instagram. Nick Mullins _. Another overthrow. These lineouts, either side, are not functioning right now. A bit scrappy, but LSE will be happy to at least have the ball once again in the Imperial territory. Labier finds the enforcer, and he is enforcing.
Ed Boston never been called an enforcer before, but looks like he might be.
Oh no!
No, it's kicked out and it has been knocked on. That's an opportunity there for LSE gone. You're going to say, will that count later on in the game? We don't know yet how much this win really is affecting things.
Again, it's LSE at the line out, an attacking position, and they've let it go long.
The line's been a mess, haven't they? The line's been a real mess right now, both sides.
For both teams,
yeah.
For both teams.
You know, we just had one overthrown there by LSE, one underthrown by Imperial. They both need to sort this out. I mean, LSE would be more than happy right now.
A lot of the time, games decided by the set piece, and it's nice to see that we're even in the scrums and both are equally shit at the line-out.
that is a very fair representation of what we are seeing right now.
Inside the games, though, is the points, and it looks like LSE are still quite far ahead on the points difference. 6 minutes ago, obviously, everyone here, I imagine, is quite needing a wee. And we'd just like to see this game get over with a try for LSE.
As we say, 5.5 minutes left to go here. Imperial with the scrum in their own 22, Morgan at 9, but Nakai carries well. LSE competing hard over the ball, but the referee has told them to leave it there.
Surely going to see an Imperial exit here.
Yeah, Morgan appears to stay on that caterpillar ruck.
Jesus Christ.
But again, and it finds touch. Ball has found touch after the charge down from Morgan's kick. It's got to say, Imperial are really struggling with their kicking, aren't they, right now?
It's a fantastic bit of pressure from LSE, and that's where we've got a lot of our points from.
It's a great charge
in their half.
A superb charge down from LSE. Off the back of a shabby George Morgan box kick.
I think the defensive line of LSE has just been impeccable so far. Imperial just haven't seemed to get out their own half. for a while.
No, 100%. Imperial made it into LSE half once and scored 3 points.
Nice to meet you.
I think second half we've got a lot. I think it's going to be a different game just with the win. I think it's really affecting it. The question is, will those 8 points be enough?
I think so.
Oh, confidence from the LSE corner of the commentary box.
If you've met Ludo Milne, you'd think so too.
Imperial has set up a strong maul here. Not looking to exit that time. Interesting. Maybe a slight change in tactics. Carrying again from Imperial College, keeping it tight to the previous ruck. But now Morgan looks to exit.
Will he have more luck this time?
There's a bit of 4G pitch over there that is losing its green colour because LSE have been camping in that bit of territory for so long.
It's a poor touch finder there, but with the state of the LSE line-out, I'm not too worried. How about you, Alligan?
I've got to say though, it's another good result for LSE. The net gain every time LSE are getting into the Imperial half.
They're not capitalising, Alligan.
You're right. They're not. But you can only keep the ball in their half and see what happens. And LSE will be more than content with this right now. If they get into half time at this score, I'm sure coaches, players will be more than happy. Obviously a lot to do second half, but it'll be a heck of a first half from them. They've looked comfortable at this moment in time. We have a completed line out.
I'm as shocked as you, Alligan.
Milne with the crossfield kick, a little bit short, and he's ultimately been knocked on by LSE.
We're going to have another throw.
Got to say, it's not been the finest half of rugby, is it, chaps?
There's been better rugby played. It's not a festival of rugby. But
You'll be happy though.
That's not what we're here for. That's not what we're here for. We're here to get some very marginal chat gains over a group of people who we don't know. And that's what we're here for.
I get it.
I'm just thrilled to be here, lads.
Thank you again.
The tail of the half has to be poor LSE, poor Imperial kicks, and poor LSE throws.
The question is though, are we wondering, have LSE capitalised enough on Imperial's errors?
No, absolutely no way.
There's been a lot of penalty for the Imperial boys. We're not known to be a clinical team, to be fair. I'd say our season is a story of either creaming blokes or losing.
Anyway, here we go. There you go though. The referee has let it go.
And
he's got a penalty.
Looked like a certain knock on there.
Gotta say, that looked a knock on from our angle.
Gone quick from George Morgan, not 10. Penalty advantage again. Let's see what the Imperial boys can do with it.
Unfortunately, Fraser, you're not the ref, and there's no penalty advantage.
There was.
How embarrassing, Jamie. How embarrassing.
I'm heartbroken right now. How's the ref not seeing that? My grandmother's seen that. She has cataracts and she's been dead for 50 years.
If that ball went off screen, what happened there? Fraser shat himself. Shut his eyes.
You've got to wonder there, could the Imperial
Could Fraser have caught that?
Could the Imperial captain there, Fraser, put a little bit more pressure on the referee for a yellow card for not 10?
Right in front of us.
Got to say, that's potential yellow card not going back 10. Potentially one that...
Cynical is the word you're looking for, Alligan. Cynical, but we have a few...
Another completed line out this time. Brune finds Alexis.
And we go out to the backs.
Spencer Ingle carrying hard up the middle. Strong carry from Spencer Ingle. Oh, Imperial roaring forward here.
LSE attested for the first time of the game.
There's another advantage though for Imperial College as they steam into 22 here. It's Berry with the carry.
Slowing it down then, I think it's the right thing to do. As Sam Cross carries in.
This is as dangerous as Imperial have looked all game here. Morgan finds Alexis.
Big
the
hits from
impact there is
LSE.
fantastic.
Carry off carry from Imperial. LSE are going for it.
We're going back to the penalty advantage.
Let that man speak.
Got to say, what Imperial do here? I've got to say, I think points would be a heck of a result here with 30 minutes out from half time, or 30 seconds should have out from half time.
And I think Tom agrees with you. I think he signalled for the team.
11-6. Given how poor Imperial have been this first half, I think will be a heck of a result.
And Imperial have chosen to go for the 3 points.
It'll be very interesting to see going into the second half how important the wind is, because LSE have camped in that corner at the bottom of the wind pile. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next half.
I think it's having a lot more impact than we're seeing. And I
20-second silence for Shane Warne. I'd back it. but
We've just
I'm
had
not in charge.
we've just had a call from an LSE man for a quick silence for the
We'll
late
have that
great
silence after
Shane Keith
Imperial have
Warne,
had their
and
kick.
we will now
Until they
enjoy
have
this
their
final
kick, we
kick.
will make as much noise as possible.
And following this kick, can we all please remember the late great Shane Warne?
Now I seem like a dick.
Penalty converted from Marcus Chong.
Thank you, Shane.
Imperial finally converting their territory. They've come into the LSE 22 maybe 3 times and they come away with 6 points, so a strong half from them.
So as we go into half time, LSE 11, Imperial College 6. I've got to say, I have a little feeling that Imperial are going to go potentially into the change room the little bit the happier side.
I completely agree with you there. Look, Imperial playing against the wind without a lot of the territory.
They've been poor as well. They've been really poor.
They've been rubbish.
there's 5 points in it. I think Imperial will take it. They're going to be playing with the wind in the second half. I think it's all to play for. I think LSE will be more infuriated. What do you think, Jamie?
Well, you've got to think about the whole game in perspective. It's been 40 minutes, right? You'd say LSE have had the upper hand for 35 of them, right? Yeah. They've had the upper hand. They've had the upper hand for the last 35 minutes, right? You just got to hope that they go into the half, not think about the last 5, think about the first 35.
Anyway, so now we'll have a quick break as we go for a little ad break. And thank you all for listening, and we will be back shortly for the second half.
Thank you very much. Swap.
In fairness, like, I think that's actually a little bit unfair thing. Like, I think actually they're not close. I don't necessarily think it's like a whole like we're in one, you're in the other. I think actually it's just like you're in one. Blame Bucks, Jamie.
We're in final. Our two teams for the final of the cup.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, I mean, look, I'm honest. I think the team I think our lads are like, we've been fucking short and the wind is now in our favour. No, he is going in that corner. If you're a betting man. I don't think we can do that to the wind. I think the wind is going that way. I'm going to catch. I'll get your beer after. I'll get your beer after.
Yeah, absolutely. I hate that. I feel like that's a really nice experience. I think the whole thing, being world's best. I feel like we've got the rubber. You don't win your league, yeah, I know. I don't know if we've played you here in Amber. What to be fair, I think CL coaches that.
So they're now stacked up. Would you like into the final three?
So do you just get the same coaching setup as you? You know, I mean, even boys play.
They've got now raising their like academy lads going into.
They really do like a Masters.
And I guess they'll try and get through now up to quite a high level. That's what they've won. So they've actually got like an academy. I don't understand.
So like that's not ideal. But well, yeah, well, exactly. That's why I've always good to have my but this is great.
A couple levels off, aren't we?
On the circuit I played at school, I know that everyone the quizzes had these exams.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to play fucking rugby for years.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they're not getting games to win. When I go to uni, go and play for luck, go and play for
You actually see my dad was there, he was like to do this out, all that sort of stuff. So he's now got a contract with Harlem. Ludo Collado. And so he's like, so he's got a contract with Chris now. And he's also got bargaining after.
Well, that's what Jack Kenningham did. And now Kenningham did to like the Queen's Starter.
Yeah. Where do you go?
Kenningham
did he? Well, so that's how bizarre is that then? They wanted to establish like Bath and Harlequins.
Even though they train something
Do you not play there? But how good is that though? So they're connected with Bath and Harlequins. Like, it makes much more sense. They're going to try and like properly formalise that like. Well, yeah, because they're probably formalise that box of the game, especially rugby. Then you obviously like you have people go to Bath, go to play for Bath, people go to play for Bath. Yeah.
I have any more of it. And it's great. Because you see all these lads, because you know, unfortunately rugby's not a full-time career, is it? You know, you can't be able to not have to work the rest of your life, unfortunately. There's a best case, but your average player. Your average player's only got to earn 50, 60 grand a year.
I know I would do that. That's going to earn more than I.
Yeah, but they're going to do it back and do something different. When they retire at 35 years old, we're already like full-time professionals. And like they've got established shops. They haven't. They've got no experience. Get into it. Get into taking the piss. I might be that one's going to next week.
Well, with that then, that's why. The thing is, if you're the RFU, you want to have like a very, very well after playing rugby. Would you want to have like a grassroots game that isn't incredibly strong and has like lots of people feeling in the grassroots game? You probably want a strong grassroots game. Very clear.
So welcome back as we approach the second half of the Datatonic City Varsity 5. Sorry, that's the Kinscape City Varsity 5. I should apologise for that. But to be clear, obviously, we're massively grateful for the sponsors that we do have, Datatonic and Kinscape. Without those sponsors, these events would not be possible. LSE now ready as Imperial College re-enter the pitch. I've got to say, this second half is going to be a tasty affair. Imperial College 4 points down will probably feel pretty decent, you know.
So I'd like to say that we've got
we've got a late substitution here.
A late substitution here, Phil Saunds. He's not going to come on yet, but he is a man who is one of the hardest blokes I've ever met in my absolute life.
He's a big old unit.
He's a big old unit. So he went and did boxing in Ukraine over summer. He's a stoic. He reads books about stoicism, and he's a man who's mind over matter. He's one of the strongest blokes I've ever met in my life, and he will come on and make a real impact.
That is fantastic news for LSE and maybe not so for Imperial College.
He's also very, very big.
And handsome.
Good head of hair.
Hung like a horse.
Good head of hair.
I feel like the handsome note's being underplayed.
Imperial College having a quick final huddle here as they get ready.
Go on, lads!
Marcus Chung at 15.
I'd just like to ask Fraser about the bench that you've got coming on, because coming to the second half, obviously LSE are playing into the wind. It'll be very important to play in the second half. We've got a very strong bench. What about you?
Look, I'm glad you've asked. Our bench is incredibly strong today. Our front row, all three substitutions are just as strong as the starters. But let's drop that for a second as I see kick-off high and deep into the LSE.
That was a beautiful kick from Marcus Chung. It was
Brilliant.
just like, if you talk about a lovely looking kick, that was it.
Marcus Chung plays touch for England Rugby.
And can I say also a marvellous, seamless entry in from Fraser from the halftime chat into the game.
Thank you very much, Jamie.
LSE exit here with Brune under it. Carries straight into the LSE winger.
Khalif Sharaman.
There's Khalif. Got to say, there's a serious lack of weight being held up there from the Imperial point of view, but Reed plays 9, he finds the hooker Tatlow.
He's the most handsome lamppost I've ever seen.
Morgan finds full reps and college people at Exis, who loops it into the absolute middle of nowhere, and it's picked up by LSE.
You're holding yours down, Jamie's holding it in your mouth.
He's trying to catch me out, isn't he? Put it away.
LSE about to build an incredible bit of pressure here.
Milne, the show and go,
but he goes absolutely nowhere.
It was a beautiful show and go though. It looked fantastic. That'll be great on the Instagram later this week.
He got that off me. I did that to him in pre-season and sat him on his ass.
I don't believe him either.
Milne again. That is a lovely little kick through. Oh, Marcus Chung though! Chung has looked electric in the backfield. He's looked electric. Morgan. Oh, what's a good carry?
Cross, the replacement tight end.
Oh, but knocked on.
Look, it's really scrappy at the moment, isn't it, Allium? Both teams, they haven't come out the change rooms well, have they?
Got to say, that's not the start Imperial have wanted. Like, we've spoken about this, the wind, but got to say, LSE, that is a fantastic start for them. They'll be more than happy with that.
It's high energy. We're talking about going into the half with LSE not having a massive lead and Imperial finishing the last 5 minutes very strong. Talking about LSE coming out the blocks hard. They've come out the blocks hard.
They started well first half. They started well the second half. We talk about the opening 10 minutes. Key.
What will decide this half is whether LSE can come away with some points from their pressure.
Always helps, doesn't it? Always helps.
I mean, people call me Brian Moore.
For a footballer.
Thank you, stock commentator.
Exactly as mentioned in the first half, LSE looked comfortable with the lead.
Anyway,
as long as the pressure from Imperial remains the same, I think LSE remain comfortable with the position that they're in.
This is an enticing position though for LSE. Just over the Imperial 10-metre line. It's a free kick. 9 goes quick, but the rhetoric is that he wants that from the back of the scrum. That's a regular thing. He needs to know. He needs to know that that's where it come from. I would have thought we'll go scrum again here, which exactly is what LSE choose. But lovely, again, a lovely position for LSE to attack from.
I actually need to go back out for
Got to say, some of the LSE banner here is somewhat questionable, but it's certainly received.
I say shocking.
But it's certainly been received by the players on the pitch.
Everyone gets so battered.
We've got a scrum in exactly the same time as last for LSE. It's holding up well, and Imperial have a bit of a shove on here.
But LSE wheel it round
slightly. At the back, nice, struggling to get the ball.
Here we go. Oh!
If the Six Nations was any example on how to referee the scrum, this hasn't been one.
Got to say, being a former front row man myself, decision there has been somewhat interestingly received by the commentary booth with Imperial. Imperial's had the nudge on there, but nonetheless, LSE with a kick into the corner. Milne.
It's interesting now though, because I was under the persuasion that Ludo Milne was kicking everything at goal.
I think that's what's about the wind though, isn't it? I think he's thinking, has he got the distance from back there near the 10-metre line? That slight wind in.
It's not nice, is it?
I'm not sure he's quite got that distance from there. It's a penalty. But it's a fantastic position here. This is as good a position as we've seen attacking this way. I don't think Imperial got.
But it's a line out. They're only going to know.
It's a great line
out. Let's see if the LSE boys can put the same pressure on the
Imperial have done fantastically well there.
Ball's come out though, and that's all that matters.
Spencer Ingle's done brilliantly. It's Chung again. Chung's been fantastic. Good to say, I think Chung's been absolutely fantastic so far for Imperial College.
He's an exciting, classy player.
Yeah, very exciting. Very exciting. But Imperial, you know what? I think they might fancy a go here. Maybe try a couple of phases, see where we get to. but Morgan finds Reed, who popped it on to Nakai. Strong hit on the former City varsity man of the match, Sean Nakai, and now we look for the exit of George Morgan.
You've got to think though, we were asking why in the first half, why are Imperial kicking it so much? The first couple of phases of defence from LSE have always been so tough. So tough.
Agree, LSE defence has been absolutely fantastic so far, and interestingly, that looks a pretty decent exit there from Imperial. It's not the best, but we saw the struggles that Imperial had earlier in the first half going into the win, and you've got to say that's a pretty strong effort coming with the win from a tight angle. So Imperial will be pretty happy with that one.
This is the commentator set. Someone has complained about the fact that I'm commentating. If I leave early, lads, it's been lovely speaking to all of you tonight.
Oh, and what a hit from Imperial College.
Tam, the Irishman, showing what he can do.
Oh, but it's an offside. It looks like it's an offside.
Oh, what a shame.
There's a tackle off the ball, actually, the referee's given.
If you edit that properly, it can still go on his edit reel.
Absolutely.
Still go on his highlight reel.
It's still a great hit, isn't it? Still a great hit, but Imperial just making too many errors right now.
Your supporters came out to like get him off.
Both of us have it.
Milner's found a very solid touch once again, and LSE again finding themselves in a really decent attacking position here.
Completely agree with you, Ali. Imperial on all sorts of pressure deep into the 22. We're going to have a line out. He seemed to sort out the line out recently, isn't that right, Jamie?
We've had some good form in the line out, the last two line outs. I'd like to see a good line out then lead to some good pressure.
For whatever reason, Imperial can't really get a grasp in this game. LSE have controlled this game from moment one. Yes, we said the scoreline wasn't maybe as strong as it could have been towards LSE for all the pressure they had, but we thought the wins would have an impact. Right now, we're over 5 minutes in the second
Imperial
half.
have turned over the line out, and
still, we're 5 minutes in the second half, and right now it's been all LSE.
I know Imperial ball in hand deep in the 22. George Morgan looks like he's going to kick.
Chance from the LSE fans there,
And
you're
he
dressed by
does
your
so,
mum.
but doesn't make many yards. We're going to have another line-up for LSE in a similar position. Let's see if Imperial turn over yet again.
Imperial really struggled with their exit play so far today. For whatever reason, it's really not working well. Imperial coach Andy Evans coming in for a bit of stick over here from the... Andy Evans, we're going to have you for a moment here. What is your view on the game so far?
Yeah, sketchy affair as always. I think it's been good so far. Fair play to LSE, they've turned up. I think from us, we just need to focus on holding on to the ball, keep possession as best we can. I think we're giving away far too many penalties, for my liking.
So yeah, penalty is something we noticed. We also just felt that
fantastic
we thought the win was
carry
having
from
a
the
huge
12 there.
impact on the game, and it seemed like Imperial struggled with the exit plays in the first half, but it hasn't really changed so far in the second half either.
No, not at all. I think at the minute, it's like we said, just holding possession. We do want them to play in the right area of the field. I think the kicking game's going to be really key. It's obviously being on a 4G pitch as well. Bit of it's luck of the bounce, but at the moment we need to be carrying harder.
That's a far stronger exit there from Imperial, and thank you, Andy. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Andy Evans there, the Imperial College Director of Rugby.
Some great insight.
Imperial go again, the hooker Tatlow.
And he gives
Oh, that's brilliant hands, and he's done incredibly well to keep the ball in field there.
Straight on goals.
He looked to knock it on.
Oh, here we go! Oh!
Looked to knock it on.
No, it's Imperial for off their feet. Well, another penalty against Imperial College. Absolutely killing them right now.
Thank you very much.
She was like wearing them and I couldn't see shit. And then she gave them to me because she was like, you're way too expensive to not be able to see us going. This is the bad. Sorry,
32 minutes left to play, lads. What do you think is going to happen now? So I know there's going to be a lot of substitutions made. What do you think Imperial need to do to pick their game up?
Control the game. Like, Imperial have not controlled a single minute of this game.
How do they do that? How do they control the game?
But keep the ball in the right areas. This sort of stuff here. Getting the ball in the right areas of the pitch, playing in the right areas, keeping hold of it. Imperial have wanted a kick, which I understand, but right now it's just not been in the right areas of the pitch. And
we go incredibly close there.
That's an opportunity missed.
It's another opportunity missed, actually. But do you know what? Do you know another thing? You can just feel emotion-wise, it doesn't matter. As in, if LSE had taken that and gone and scored, we'd be feeling fucking amazing, right? But they've missed that, and I don't feel like we're on the back foot.
I couldn't agree more. There's almost an element of like nervousness to Imperial's game right now. They don't seem free. The accuracy isn't there. They're getting penalised every second right now.
Your strike players aren't striking. No. I think that's the important thing.
Absolutely.
We've got scrum on the halfway line. Imperial set up in an attacking formation. Let's see what we can do from it.
Yeah, we've got the fly half at first receiver here.
God, I missed you guys.
But now here we go. So Imperial College, George Morgan, the put in the scrum here. Imperial looks to have gone a bit early there. But no, I tell you what, that's fantastic consistency from the referee there. He pulled LSE back for the number 9, not taking a quick tap, not from the back of the scrum. He's done exactly the same there. That is fantastic refereeing.
Send yourself, it's right there.
I've said it on Messenger.
Chung with the touch find. Oh, how has he done that? The ball has got stuck in the net to stop the ball going over the road.
I've seen better tennis. That
is impressive. A fresh ball's going to be needed, but Tatlow has got one. A solid attacking position here for Imperial College.
I just wonder how they're going to get that down, Alligan. It could be about 20 metres.
That is a heck of a take from Fraser Reid, the captain, and the maul once again from Imperial College, flying forward.
And they break away.
This feels like an opportunity here from Imperial. They go to blind side. Passing it through. Spencer Ingle. And he's through it!
Scored!
And it's a try for Imperial College!
Pressure off the maul there, the breakaway.
And that levels the scores.
That is huge. We spoke about the impacts
we've been looking for.
That could be Fraser. That could be the exact turning point that that Imperial College have been waiting for.
Look, it's a fantastic strike. They take them right, they go forward, they go down the blind side, and Spencer Ingle, the Imperial's top try scorer, skips over the line.
Spencer Ingle, Spingle, formerly of St. Peter's, York. Fantastic try there. Fantastic try. Imperial College will be absolutely delighted.
And we're setting up for the conversion. It's going to be a tough one.
LSE, where do we go now?
I don't know if there's anything that they can say that isn't just looked at it's fucking 0-0. We've got the nudge on here. Because I mean we've got the nudge on. I don't know what more they can do apart from maybe being slightly more clinical, keeping the ball in hands, maybe playing in better areas. But like when we kick for corner, we don't keep the ball in hands. We've got them up front, which you've got to hope that our pressure leads to points.
We spoke about in the first half how difficult it was for Imperial to exit. Is it now a case that LSE just going to hold the ball, play it out, have a go?
Look, if I know Ludo Milne, what he's going to do here, he's going to kick very, very deep, and he's going to put the pressure back on Imperial.
Well, whatever the case is, we're in for a fantastic effort. That looks a heck of a kick. Oh my word!
Marcus Chung on the touchline. We know he could do it, and he's produced the goods in the big game. Imperial take a 2-point lead.
Fraser Weller there providing the reaction, but the rest of the commentary box is absolutely stunned. That is a heck of a kick from Marcus Chung to take the lead for the first time in Imperial College's favour. What a kick!
I'll tell you what, your bloody Ludo isn't going to do that, is it?
Your bloody Ludo. He could do that and better, mate. He'd do that and better. I think what we need to look at for the rest of the game here, look at the heavy chase from the LSE boys. If someone wants it, it's these LSE boys.
Here we go, though. Here we go. Numbers for Imperial College. Theo Alexis.
And it's brilliant.
Here we go. 2-on-1. Oh, the early pass, though.
clamp down the Irishman. Is he going to go all the way? No, he's been tackled.
What a move though from Imperial College.
I can't see.
You have to say that the draw and pass was on. It was not taken.
It felt like that pass went a little early, but still Imperial down in the LSE 22. What a huge moment this could be.
To carry the ball.
Huge moment. The crowd reacting as well.
It's shown across the Imperial crew. In fact,
Morgan goes
to from George Morgan.
It's borderline pathetic that Imperial are so unhappy to go for the ball there, which I think really shows in the failure to secure that try.
Imperial keeping the pick and go game going, keeping it tight. Still going.
Hammering away on the try line now, Imperial, hammering away.
And it's penalty to Imperial College.
What do they go for now, Allingham?
I think you've got to put it in the corner. The maul's been destructive.
Maul has been very impressive, to be fair, but then you've got to make sure they secure the ball first up.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, Travis.
And that's exactly what they do. Imperial go for the corner. They're going to take the line up, and we all know what they're going to do. Take it down and go for the maul over the line.
I think it's the right choice. Fraser.
How's the Imperial ball looking?
Did you not watch the one over there? They scored off it.
Oh yes, that wasn't great. But from
Where's our free on the Burger King? And can we have a burger review, please?
Mate, of course, mate. Can I say the burgers are top notch this evening?
We do love TLM.
Here goes the maul though for Imperial College. You spoke how the strike has been. It is travelling towards the line, and it is a try for Imperial. Gotta say, the IC maul has been destructive over the years, and now this takes Imperial to a 7-point lead.
Incredible maul. It does look like the momentum has shifted.
Fraser, it shifted quickly.
It has. And look, we love to see it.
We love to see it. The other boys might not.
Look at some nice highs early doors in this second half. You're the first of the second half.
A lot of time to go, isn't it? A lot of time to go.
A lot of time to go, and I wouldn't want to put anyone on Imperial right now.
A lot of time to go, but my LSE co-commentator Jamie is not sounding as confident as he was 20 minutes ago. Isn't that right, Jamie?
Fair, there's a wee whiff of arrogance there before.
It says a wee whiff. Mind you, that boy's from Scotland. He does not sound like it.
Get on that pitch, mate! Does anyone have any shallowns? There's really nothing.
Marcus Chung lining up the conversion off that previous kick. The crowd are expecting this to fly right between the posts. And he's pulled that one. But it's still a 7-point lead to Imperial College. The momentum fully with them.
Some weapons on the bench against
Go on, Brosco, come on!
Let's go, Brosco.
Go on, Brosco!
6!
Go on, Brosco!
You look utterly clueless! You look clueless, mate! Just stay out on the wing!
So, now got the kick-off with for LSE, and we all know what happened off the previous kick-off. Imperial made a huge break down the left wing. Milne once again kicking exceptionally deep. You've got to question if they should leave that one.
I tell you what, there's probably not many neutrals watching this game. You're probably a very partial fan, but you've got to want to watch the underdog play well. And if you are a neutral, you better be getting your weight behind LSE here.
For the sake of the game, of course.
Not for the sake of the game.
One thing I will say, viewing this as being neutral, if you're trying to follow rugby, watch a good game of rugby, then you've got to back LSE having the ball.
Come on,
so actually throw around a bit and have some good moves. There's Imperial kind of shit kicking the odd off leg. It's not really.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
Oh, really?
I don't know if I can agree. We've seen some fine strike plays for Imperial today. Allingham having a bit of technical difficulty on the
Hey, we're gonna have a post-match interview here with one of the players on the pitch.
Star player.
That is an interesting exit towards the dangerous Marcus Chung. It's a tackle there. Morgan organising well at 9. Morgan exits deep. This has got. Yeah, that's an excellent kick. An excellent kick.
Can I slide it here? Because I can't hear what they're saying. And then when
The carry up to the 15, but tackle, and it's been knocked on. That's been knocked on and turned over by Imperial College. Sorry.
Mate, incredibly biased commentary going on over it. No, I'm joking.
Honest chap.
And a penalty for Imperial right in front of the post. I've got to say, they've got to go for points again. Keep that scoreboard ticking over.
It's not the closest though, and Chung missed an easy. I know Chung's nailed an absolute belter.
I say he backs himself.
And they are, Fraser Rees pointing for the post.
Superb decision from the very composed.
We've been post-match analysis from the LSE fans. Dom Tyson, you've had 2 TCV caps.
He's absolute weapon. He's actually the.
Dom Tyson, you've had 2 TCV caps. What can you say the LSE boys can do now to make their impression better on this game?
Just remember, the Imperial guys have absolutely no will to live because they're a bunch of fucking losers.
Right, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Well, that's what you need to know.
No, you sing a bad one.
Too many supporters in the coaching.
Chung anyway, lining up another penalty kick. He's been excellent so far as Marcus Chung.
You were.
And this is to take Imperial into a 10-point lead. In front of the posts.
No, this is 18,
about
19.
25.
Oh, you change every year?
28
That's
minutes.
Oh, that's classic. I like that.
Well, there's one that goes through.
Chung. Straight through the middle. Throws that tee away nice and quick, and that takes Imperial College into a 10-point lead.
You've got to think, at this time, about 40 minutes ago, we were looking at a 7-point difference between the teams. And now we're looking at a 7-point difference, and the swing has swung to the Imperial
The swing has certainly swung. And we spoke about the wind. The swing has swung.
That swing is swung in a boot.
The LSE kick didn't look to go 10 there, but I think we're going to play on it.
But, we did speak about the wind, and I actually bizarrely don't think Imperial made that much use of it, but for whatever reason, Imperial have come out firing the second half.
And do you know what? You're absolutely right. I don't see why. There's no much actual pressure in this game has changed. The Imperial boys look less good than the LSE boys, but they're 10 points ahead.
Look, I think they've just switched on, Jamie. They've come out that changing room, 10 minutes in, they've really switched on, which is about time. They're running the strike plays. We know the talent in the Imperial backs, and I think we're now seeing it. I think it was inevitable, Jamie. I think it was inevitable.
I think that's bollocks.
I've got to say, it's an exciting opportunity here for Imperial College. Right on the halfway line, you got.
No.
It's a great scrum for Imperial. Nakai finds Morgan. Alexis short, but brewed out the back. Finds Chung. Ooh! What's the referee going to decide on here?
That looks cynical to me. That looks cynical. There was no way he was catching it down there.
That was diabolical. Send him off the dirty git.
He's playing.
Give him a red! That was diabolical.
He is coming only back for what appears to be just a knock-on. And
I think that's a ropey decision there from the ref.
It's difficult though, Fraser, when you haven't got
it on the ground. He was never going to catch.
You haven't got the luxury of that second view. I think that's only a fair decision.
You've got to say there's no TMO.
Exactly. I mean, we could be the TMO as us in the commentary box.
You've got to say.
And it might be dubious, say, what opinion we'd come to here. I think we have a very much split room.
Who the hell am I? You're getting a shit degree.
Imperial College rumbling forward at scrum time once again. Advantage played. Morgan finds Alexis, who steps and finds Ingle.
And Imperial
go again. Will Ridge leaves it to Chung.
With an incredible take.
Chung back inside to Ridge, and it's been knocked on. A fantastic strike move for Imperial. Gives them great field position, but ultimately lands up an LSE
It looked very promising, but I think it's a story of the Imperial game so far.
Oh, someone shut that man up. That was an incredible break down the line for Imperial.
They dropped the ball, the man. They dropped the man.
Marcus Chung with an incredible take.
Stand your ground. Absolutely.
No, I agree. I'm agreeing with the
It's a
LSE
story
boys.
of the Imperial half so far. They get one fucking crack at the stuff and they miss it.
We're 10 points up.
So LSE come a bit cocky in the second half.
That was fantastic. That's probably as
offside.
cleaner. It was as clean a move as we've seen so far from any of the back lines. And Imperial will be happy. But it's still great field position. Wind into LSE here. It's going to be a tough exit for them. Imperial have just picked up their game right now. Be interesting to see what LSE can do from here. LSE find the outstanding Milne.
LSE opting to play it out there.
Lovely offload. I think it's the right decision, isn't it? We spoke about Imperial's kicking game in first half that struggled. I think they're right to play it, and they've got to now.
Incredible tap tackle there on the ground.
And LSE lose it forward.
Opportunity beckons once again for Imperial College. Morgan finds Spencer Ingle. Tackled well in the tight channels.
But he's on comp now.
So it looks like LSE have come a bit too cocky this second half.
Not gone back to the knock-on, but again,
just
I don't
need to
think Imperial will be
compose themselves. They just need to compose themselves, play their own game like they did in the first half, and then I think then Bob's your uncle, mate.
And that's enough rugby cliches.
Here we are from the best.
It'll be a shame to see it finish this way with the wind winning the game.
That's a really good one. That's a really good rugby cliche.
You've got to say that both teams play exactly the same amount of time into that wind. LSE just didn't capitalise enough in the first half.
Oh, he's dropped it! The referee's been generous.
Oh, mate.
Generous from the ref.
What was that for, sorry?
It was an advantage. You went to take it.
Gotta say, into the wind, that is a heck of a kick from Milne. And I'm still saying it. I think he's been the best player on the pitch.
Do you know what?
I think he has been.
Do you know what? That will be on his CV.
I think he's the best player on the pitch so far. I think.
What's your name for the quotation?
I'd like to say he went to Brighton College. He was a year below Marcus Smith. He was the scrum half when Marcus Smith played in the ones.
What's happening?
Ludo Milne played 9, Marcus Smith played 10 for Brighton College, and that's all you need to know about Ludo Milne.
So, in short, Ludo Milne could play for England.
Why is no one on the court?
Oh, heck of a steal.
I can't see Dick,
fantastic at the line
Fat
up.
moves, pussy.
Another steal there for Reed. Finds Imperial gut. Morgan chips over the top.
How would you say LSE's defence has held up in this late in this second half?
Well, it's held up really well. Imperial have dominated the ball and like.
It's been a slightly looser game. I can't put my finger on why.
But better game second half.
Could it be the fatigue? Is it time to see some subs coming off the bench?
Mackay over the ball. Oh, it's a great.
There we go.
It's sloppy again. It's sloppy again from Imperial, just coming in the side. They didn't need to push it. It's so difficult to exit right now.
And rugby is a game of fine margins. And Sean Mackay. Rugby is a game. I'll say it one more time.
Speaking of fine margins,
that's a fine margin.
What can he do that we get another
fantastic?
Oh, but he is smacked.
Have that, you.
I'm going to say blindside's on here. Numbers! Numbers!
Oh. Hey! Go play for Roslyn Park!
Yeah, he's really shy. He's the best club in that one.
Theo Alexis there, dropping the ball.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucking
Scrum down. LSE obviously have the upper hand considering they've got three academy front rows.
Substitution for the LSE here.
3 academy front rows in LSE.
You can crack on.
It should be a done deal.
We've seen a new tight head come on. Jamie, tell me a bit about him.
He's a bellend. No, he's a great lad. He's a great lad.
Oh, and he's come straight back on.
And that's a good reflection of his career in the one so far.
Oi, 14, how's your sister?
I know, mate. She's great. She's great.
Harry Fox warming up here for Imperial College.
Harry Fox.
Imperial College.
Shout out to Linda and Stuart Stables on the live stream.
Imperial College feel like they got the edge here in the scrum, and they've taken the scrum again.
Can we get the correct decision, I think, Alex?
You are?
I think so, yeah. I think I think ultimately it is a really good attacking position here for Imperial College.
I mean, they're deep in their own house. We know they've got the talent in the backs too.
Adam Brosco coming off the field, Imperial veteran these days.
Imperial veteran, 4th year, played in the City Varsity with me in our first year. He's had a great shift on there, and we're going to see Harry Fox come on at the front to replace him.
Has the LSE 9 got his shorts on back to front? Or is there something at the back of his shorts?
The LSE 9's got absolutely fucking massive pins, and that's why he looks like he's wearing his shorts back to front.
There's a logo at the back of his shorts?
That's how it works, pal. That's how it works.
Oh, it does, isn't it? I was confused there. Thank you for the confirmation.
And it's a big kick from Koos there.
Oh, here we go!
LSE with ball in hand, made the break. Is he going to go all the way?
This could be a huge moment. What a tackle that is ultimately from Imperial College. And here we go. Oh,
if they can keep moving the ball, they're in for a lot of tries here.
Advantage to LSE. Advantage. Mill over the top. Oh! Chance. Got the advantage, yes, but that's a chance goal.
Incredible break there from the LSE fullback.
But it's a positive end to this second half.
What a bit of play that was from the LSE fullback.
LSE.
We're really getting into the crunch now, aren't we? 10 minutes to go, and that has really re-energised the LSE crowd.
It's a classic City Varsity, if I must say. It's a classic City Varsity.
Classic. LSE carrying tights of the tap and go. Pick and goes at the back of the ruck there from LSE.
Surely we're going to see an exit here, Alligan.
Ball on the ground, and it's a knock-on. What a moment that is. What a moment.
It shows the mindset of LSE that they're picking and going there. Could they have gone for 3 points? Could they have played it into the last 10 minutes? They go for pick and go.
It takes a special man to knock on from a pick and go, really, doesn't it?
Thank you, Fraser Weller. But yeah, that's a huge moment. You've got to say, like, requiring two scores on the line after a fantastic break. How many opportunities are going to come their way?
If we've learned anything from the first half, though, is LSE can sustain pressure in the Imperial 22. So if we come in 10 minutes time,
they cannot score.
Cannot score. Again, something we learned from the Imperials first half. They cannot score. So
he's clutching onto straws here as my co-commentator James.
Imperial have dominated the scrum for the last 20 minutes. It's been reset now. Let's see what LSE can do.
Yeah, you know Oakham.
That was it.
Probably does.
He's probably not Scottish.
Look at this. Very sexy ball.
Thank you very much.
Sponsor. Because what happened is we didn't think we'd get a platinum sponsor. We did. So we were like, how the fuck do we buy balls? Like, we had no idea we'd have to do this. We didn't think we were going to get a platinum sponsor. Pulled out the
Imperial College scrumming here on their own line. Finds Alexis, who exits.
Leaves a bit of pressure there.
Yeah, I think, you know what, not great ball from the back of the scrum. I think Imperial will be content with that exit.
Absolutely. We've seen LSE line out have troubles all day long. I don't think that's a bad decision.
They've got a ball.
How's it going? Right, you're getting
Have you listened?
It's fine, I'm well aware.
Oh, really good, mate. So insightful. You're going to love it. Oh, yeah.
LSE here, the line out in. And it's Fraser Reid has been an absolute nuisance at the line out.
He's a talisman at the line out. All 6'6" of him.
Sean Nakai carrying.
I've got to say, Sean Nakai, famously a very, very good player. I think he won man of the match 2 years ago. He has been utilised by the LSE defence. I think that's a credit to the LSE team.
Yeah, I agree. We've not seen the best.
You've got to give him something, don't you?
That's not to say he's had a bad performance. It's just that LSE have dealt with him well.
He's a fantastic player, and LSE have managed to make sure he is not as good as he can be.
Couldn't agree more.
Let's see another box kick from George. How's it going to go? Oh, it's a bit of a beauty.
That's a good exit there. That is a fantastic. At this time of the match,
ball at the halfway line. You've got to be happy with that.
Cheers, Brandon.
Go, George. See you around. See you around.
Light a cigarette on the microphone.
Yeah, I've been there quite a long.
Again, though, can Fraser Reid put pressure on this line-up?
We're now going to have a few words from the organiser of this event, Louis Benson. Louis Benson, what have you thought so far? I think the atmosphere is fucking electric, to be honest with you. And that's it. Thank you very much, Louis.
Thank you to our sponsors once again. That's a lovely line-out from LSE. Really well worked, and out the back.
A fantastic bit of work from Antoine
That's
Labouré there.
got Jean-Baptiste Serran or someone like that written all over it.
Antoine Dupont, I've heard.
No, what was it? Elisald, wasn't it? Elisald out the back.
Michalak.
But penalty and then a bit of chat back. The question is, do Imperial fancy go at the post from here? Does Marcus Chung fancy a little nudge?
8 minutes left, what would you do?
Absolutely fucks his first half.
I think you asked Chung at the post. They're going for the corner, but
Is that, would you say, arrogance?
what, not going for the post?
Not going for the post.
I don't think it's arrogant. Obviously, he doesn't feel confident to get it in there. So I don't think you can blame him if he's not confident to get it in there.
Self-aware. The complete opposite.
You can
yeah.
be honest, haven't you?
Self-awareness.
If you're not going to get it, if you don't feel confident to do it, then don't do it. But again, the Imperial Mall's been strong all evening. That's what they're probably fancying here. You know, can they rumble this over from 10 metres out? They all think so.
And you've got to think, on form so far with the Malls going, they have got the nudge.
They've had the nudge all evening at the Mall. Reid goes up. It's well sacked by LSE. That's fantastically dealt with. But another penalty to Imperial College. This will go back in the corner. No doubt about that.
And the look of disgust from the LSE substitutes as we're watching the boys get absolutely walked over at Rosalind Park FC. How does it feel, Locke? How does it feel, number 5?
That's the linguistics of a medic. That's the linguistics of a medic. Ask me, what is the word? He said disgust. Probably dejection.
Yeah,
it was distaste I was looking for.
I was thinking that was that word.
Yeah, it begins with D though, so that's all right, Fraser. That's what you want.
Nearly there. But that's a big moment again. You know, we're down the last 5 minutes now. Imperial College banging on the door. Fraser Reid gets up, and they've got to move. And he's in the corner. Imperial College have to try, and you have to say that must be the game.
Absolutely superb. Look, they've really turned it on this half.
Now, if I went back from my days, that is what we like to call an 0-1 Tiger. And
oh no, these days it's called.
You've got to be feeling for the LSE team. Got to be feeling for the LSE team because they've had the nudge all game.
They were fantastic for the first 40 minutes.
Absolutely fantastic. First 40 minutes, and they've really given a good show for the second half as well. It's a real shame that the points have ended up on the LSE and then not on the LSE side.
We questioned, didn't we, at the start, at sort of halfway through the first half, of had they been clinical enough, had they got the points? And unfortunately, it's when they hadn't quite managed that.
And we're seeing some substitutes come on now for Imperial. American Dylan Blinsky takes over at the centre.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy. Wait till you see him with the ball in his hand.
Big shite at rugby though, because if he's going on 4 minutes to go and he's that big,
He's got some quads, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Now, I had the pleasure of watching Harlequins last night, and Wilco Lowe has some quads. That man has got some quads as well.
Good, lads. Go on.
Chung from the touchline. It's a great effort, but it's just going to fall short.
He puts in absolute monster hits. I'm sure
Who
boys
is this?
What original name?
American Psycho.
So we're going into the last 3 minutes now. Imperial College with a 15-point lead. You have to feel
American
boys. It is quite beyond them. Captain Fraser Reid takes out, and here we go. Blindside.
What's he going to do? Over the head pass.
That was fantastic, Russ. right in front of the commentary box. That was
LSE trying to take a quick bit of line out already forward, so we go back to the substitute hooker.
wasn't it? Like, you got to say, that's what we love to see. Intensity at its finest.
It's coming.
Quite ironic, chap. No offence.
It's a great ball. It's a great ball.
That's a brilliant carry.
Fantastic.
That's Phil Saws. He is the whammest man I've ever met in my life.
Still really fighting to the end here, LSE. But a brilliant tackle from American Dylan. Lovely tackle there from Harry Fox, but LSE still trying to get going forward.
My hands are so cold. Come on! What was this?
LSE still feel like they've got an opportunity in this game. Flat pass there from number 9 keeps LSE.
This is where the character of the team comes out, to be honest with you.
You've got to say,
it's a bunch of first years really giving it their all.
Huge credit, isn't it, to LSE?
To no avail, Jamie. To no avail.
Quite some avail.
Getting hammered back in the tackle.
What's your name again?
You know fine well.
Bit of cramp here in the middle of the pitch. Not the turn the ref. It looks like it's a turnover for Imperial College. Fraser Reid, and the referee stopped the game because of the cramp that's gone down.
That's what World Rugby are trying to get out of the game, cramp.
I thought it was head knocks, but that sounds about right.
I want to see rid of.
The World Rugby Schweppes tonic water.
And it must be said, the quality of comms has dramatically decreased in the second half.
Luna Mill drinks diet lemonade.
The Guinness is flowing.
Speak for yourself, Fraser Weller. But no, chaps, we're into the last few minutes of the game. Reflections, please.
I've got to say, I'm feeling a word that Fraser couldn't quite find, dejected. It's a shame because the boys have actually really tried, really care, and they've given a real fucking show of themselves. And it's a real shame they haven't come out with the points they actually deserve.
No, I couldn't agree more. From an Imperial point of view, you know, like first half was poor, but they've really stepped up the second half. They've been clinical. They've played the game in the right areas of the pitch, and they'll be absolutely delighted, I'm sure, with the way this game has now gone to the end.
And we're going to momentarily go to Imperial College club captain Will Ridge. What are you thinking, Will? What are you thinking?
Well, there's 8 seconds on the clock and it's 31-11, so that says it all, really.
I think that does say it all. I would go for, from the LSE side, there's been a lot of very good performances, but it's the man now coming off with a bit of an injury. It's Ludo Milne. He's put every little last inch of heart he's got in him.
I couldn't agree more. Ludo Milne has been absolutely fantastic. If I had to pick one from an Imperial point of view, and I've drank a few Guinness, so my Guinness man of the match. I should actually say my Data Tonic man of the match.
Yeah. Killer Tonic, Data Tonic.
For me, in my opinion, I think Marcus Chick has been excellent for Imperial College. Kicked well, oh dear. And we have a streaker.
Yeah!
And Imperial College win the Kingscape City Varsity 5. Weller is on the pitch. The fans are delighted. Commiserations to LSE boys. They were, for 40 minutes, comfortably the better side.
I've got to say they don't deserve that as well. That'll be a real emotional hit, but the Imperial boys have resolved with the win, and you've got to say, on the points on the board, they deserve it. So
yeah, you can't really, can you, argue against the scoreboard? And
she's a fair maiden, the scoreboard, and she's
that she is. Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure to bring you the Kingscape City Varsity 5. It's after 2 years of not being here. It's an absolute honour to be back.
Yeah.
We thank everyone for tuning in, and we hope you all have a fantastic year until we see you next year.
And from me, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too, mate.
I hope you enjoy your life. Lovely to meet you. Bye-bye.
Good evening.